Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Who is this?
Big Bucket.
Big Buckets. Let's go ahead and get this party started, Bears fans. Walter Payton, it's the man. Find Cole Kmet wide open. Touchdown, Bears. Let me put it on again. Keek is on fire. I love it. I could probably beat him in the 40. Let's freaking go, Chicago Bears fans. Breaking news out of Chicago.
I think I can fit in as like a water boy for the Panthers or something. I'm not talking about get on the field,
Put it right behind me so every time I'm on the podcast, like, you got Isaiah Fry's jersey? Hell yeah, I do. Let's go. You got on with the Bears organization. You got high up. Would I be like a water boy for you or something? What's going on? What role am I? Comment Bear down if you love Keek on the Mic and if you love the Chicago Bears. Who is this?
George S. House.
And as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You can go and subscribe cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic.
We are live right here on Keek on the Mic. Happy draft day to every single one of you guys. I am not sure why the screen is small, but we are finally here. The 2025 NFL draft. I am super pumped to be here with all you guys. I'm here joined by my best friend, Joe. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good, bro. Excited for the draft.
Are you feeling good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is an exciting time for everyone involved. We've been talking about so many different scenarios for the Chicago Bears, for the National Football League, and there's been a whole bunch of noise going into this year's NFL draft. Before I go any further, I want to first of all thank Joe for coming on and also thank every single one of you guys for all the love and support. Make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button, like this live stream, and obviously comment who you want the Chicago Bears to draft tonight with pick number 10 in the 2025 NFL draft. But Joe, before we go any further, can you give me a big aloha?
Aloha from Keek on the Mic.
Yeah, aloha from Keek on the Mic. And this is going to be a huge shout out to the first sponsor of Keek on the Mic for the NFL draft, and that is from my lovely teacher, Chambo. Obviously, Joe knows a lot about Chambo. He is actually selling books from a Hawaiian State series. It's a 5-book series with the premise of what if the Hawaiian monarchy had held on to power. This series can be right up anyone's alley. I've actually read some of these books. They're pretty good books, especially if you're a teacher with middle schoolers or high schoolers. This could be the perfect opportunity for someone to purchase this book series. You can find them on Amazon for $14.99 or free on Kindle as well. The link is down below, attached in the description of today's live stream. So make sure you guys do me a favor and go check out this book series on Amazon right now. But huge shout out to Chambo. There we go. Finally got the screen working. But yeah, I'm excited to be here, Joe. Once again, there's big rumors going into the NFL draft. But what is the rumor that gets you most excited as we go into round one?
I think there's a rumor going around right now with that number 2 overall pick that's getting me pretty excited. I'm curious to see what a package would look like to go up and get Travis Hunter.
Yeah, obviously Travis Hunter, the two-way player, he's expecting to play both ways in NFL as well. What do you think a package is going to look like for a team trying to trade up and get a guy like Hunter?
I think it just depends what pick you're at. It's looking like Jacksonville's the favorites. Obviously, the 5th pick is going to be in play, possibly in next year's first. Maybe a guy on an expiring contract, like Trayvon Walker, he gets involved in the deal. I don't know. It's going to be a haul of picks for Cleveland to move on from Travis Hunter for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive package. Obviously, in regard to the Chicago Bears, obviously they're looking to make a move up as well, making some noise. I'm not sure if it's for Abdul Carter or Ashton Jeanty. Obviously, there was rumors about the Bears being interested in maybe moving up with the New York Giants, and they said they even offered both their second round picks and their first round pick to move up to try to get Abdul Carter. They said the Giants declined twice, which to me it's kind of dumb on the New York Giants part because they're not one player away from being contenders.
Yeah, and for the Bears to offer that 10th pick and 2 second-round picks, that gives a team like the Giants that needs the draft capital to build their team for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are about to get started here. Obviously, they're doing theatrics. The draft is in Green Bay, and they said there's a lot of Bears fans in there today. But Joe and I are going to be here for the full duration of round 1 of the 2025 NFL draft, and I will also be doing rounds 2 through 7 as well through the weekend. So definitely looking forward to that. But go ahead down below in the description of today's live stream in the comment section. Tell me who you want the Chicago Bears to draft in round 1 of the 2025 NFL Draft. As they have Clay Matthews on the screen right now. Obviously, not a big fan of him. I'm not a big fan of any Green Bay Packers, right? But this is going to be a fun night. Like I said, we'll be here for the duration. Of course, Joe's going to get his live reaction when the Chargers pick. You guys are going to get my live reaction when the Bears pick. It should be a really, really, really fun night.
Yeah, it's looking like a lot of people want Genty.
Yeah, someone said your mic is a little bit quiet, so let's go ahead and raise you up a little bit. Maybe you put your...
Right here's better?
Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, that should be good.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries at all. But yeah, we're going to have a fun night here. And it always takes forever. We all know the expectation for the number 1 overall pick. It's going to be Cam Ward out of Miami, which to me, I don't know how much I like that pick, but at the same time, I'm not in need of a quarterback. So
Right.
Whenever you need a quarterback, you usually take a quarterback in the draft.
That's definitely a stressful situation when you need a quarterback. Luckily for us, we don't have to stress tonight about needing a quarterback.
We got people in the chat already. Someone said Genty trade up. Someone said Loveland trade down. We have a couple people saying Bear down in the chat. Someone said Carter or Genty. Yeah, it seems like those are the Bears' final 2 right now at this point. Is Abdul Carter or Ashton Genty. I think they want one of those 2. Yeah. I think they'll be fine with Will Campbell, but I think they want one of the 2.
Yeah, I think Ryan Poles, is trying to make one more splash move for this Bears organization, and getting a guy like Abdul Carter can really put the Bears defense into a top 5 conversation in the NFL. Getting a guy like Ashton Genty could, completely turn this Bears offense overhaul into something special with Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And that's one of the reasons why we talked a lot about Ashton Genty, because you already have DeAndre Swift in place. You have Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson in the fold. They rehauled the offensive line. So this can get scary with Ashton Genty now in the fold in Chicago if that is their pick. We're going to find out pretty soon if the Bears are looking to trade up, as the Tennessee Titans are on the clock now. So is there any surprises right here with number 1?
I don't think so. I think it's Cam Ward. I feel like Tennessee, they don't have too much confidence in Will Levis. So if they feel like Cam Ward is their guy, you got to roll with your guy.
Yeah, someone says, I think Jacksonville is going to be trading up. I don't know. We've been hearing that, some noise going into round 1, but I am not sure if that is smart for them. Jacksonville's kind of in a weird scenario. They just paid Trevor Lawrence, but he's in a weird state. Like if he doesn't perform this year, that they're going to maybe be looking for a quarterback themselves in a couple of years.
Yeah, I feel like Jacksonville, they're always picking towards the top, and they just quite haven't figured out what direction they're going with their team yet.
Right. So obviously we're going to let this process play out. I remember when the Bears had the number 1 pick last year and they finally played the draft video prior to drafting Caleb Williams. I remember Ryan Poles said, hey, we were forced to wait 5 minutes. Everyone knew that the Bears were taking Caleb Williams. And in this scenario,
oh, you actually had to wait. They said they had to wait.
No. Ryan Poles told Caleb, like, hey, I was forced to wait like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? To make the pick. But everyone knew what was happening.
Yeah. Maybe the Titans surprised us to take Travis Hunter right here.
And that's what I said about Tennessee. I was like, it would be kind of smart for them to take Carter or Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not sold on Cam Ward. I'm not sold on any of the quarterbacks in this year's draft class. So I'm glad that the Bears were in need of a quarterback last year in a very top-heavy quarterback class with guys like Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, and obviously Caleb Williams as well. Look, it seems like Titans fans are pumped up about Cam Ward, though. He has a big arm, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things that they need a quarterback. I just think there's better players overall at the top that they can select here.
The thing about the NFL, though, the quarterback's the most important position. If you don't got a quarterback, your team's most likely not going to succeed.
Right. So as we're waiting, it's down to 6.5 minutes here for the very first pick for the Tennessee Titans. And like I said, the expectation is that they are going to take Cam Ward here, the quarterback out of Miami. I'm really intrigued. How do you feel about Shedeur Sanders? I know you've had your opinions. Do you think he's worth a top 10 pick or going in the first round at all?
I'm not really sure where Shedeur fits in. Like I said, if you need a quarterback, you need a quarterback. I don't want to put any hate out towards Shedeur. I don't necessarily think, he's as good as guys that have been coming out in the past. But, maybe he's the guy that turns around the Giants. Maybe he's the guy that turns around the Raiders, the Jets. There's plenty of teams that need a quarterback. So, it just depends all on the fit, I guess, for Shedeur.
And that's what I told you going into it. I was like, it's not like he accomplished a whole lot. I said everywhere he did go, when he went to Jackson State, I feel like he performed well. When he went to Colorado, performed pretty well. Kind of turned those two cultures around. So I think if he ends up in the right place, I think Shedeur could be successful. But I think New York would be an interesting spot for him because he has Russell Wilson there. He's not going to be forced to play right away. So So I think that would be a decent spot.
I think his best spot is probably Pittsburgh. You know, at least you have George Pickens and you have DK Metcalf as two, you know, wide receiver ones to throw to.
Yeah, so as we are nearing, there's still 5 minutes left here on the clock. I believe the TV is frozen. We're having some streaming. It's all the time. The streaming issues are crazy, and the fact that they want to, you know, transfer to the streaming, it's like
it's always on draft day.
Yeah, it's always on draft day. Because I'll be in here in a normal day and I'm just watching NFL, and it's nothing's wrong with this. We may have to click out of it and make sure. But like I said, as we're going through the picks as well, I will be sharing the screen with you guys, going through each of the picks and all that stuff, and we'll, you know, dissect the picks as well. But like I said, this is the theatrics of the number one overall pick here, man. We already know who they want, and they said they came to the decision like a couple of days ago. They said, yeah, we come to a consensus who we want. It would be nice to see a curveball here.
Pick is still not in with 4 minutes left.
No, I think the pick is in. The pick is in, isn't it?
I see the timer still going.
Is it? Look at the Titan, man. They got some ugly ass colors, don't
here
they?
we go. Pick is in.
Yeah,
finally.
the pick is in. Here we go.
Yeah. They said the trades are going to start popping off once the draft starts. So we'll see right here next.
So this is the fluff of it. Picks 2 and 3 are the two teams, you know, that are like, oh, they may trade out, I
think the whole top 10 is going to be crazy. They're talking about Cleveland traded out, Jacksonville, the Giants, the Bears coming in. You know, the Niners, I heard, want to move up.
The Niners want to move up, really?
Move up, yep.
Okay.
Maybe Mason Graham to the Niners.
Mason, don't tell me that. I don't think anyone wants to see Mason Graham on the 49ers. I'll tell you that right now.
You know, the Niners love their D linemen, so I wouldn't be
see. Look at 32 sacks in 2024 for the Tennessee Titans, which was like almost dead last. Why wouldn't you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
take up Bill Carter.
I don't know if a quarterback is going to solve your issues here, but like I said, when you need a quarterback, it's just simple logic, analytics involved in it. Like you're kind of forced to take the best quarterback.
This new regime, they must not like Will Levis too much.
Someone said, when is the first pick? It's actually going to be announced right now by Roger Goodell in a couple of minutes. With the expectation that's going to be Cam Ward, unless it is a curveball.
Yeah.
Which, hey, I would throw a curveball. All right, so here we go. We do have breaking news already. The Browns are trading the number 2 pick to the Jags. So the Jags make the move up to number 2. And I'm guessing for Travis Hunter. I'll ask my brother-in-law. You think that's accurate, brother-in-law? Are they going for Travis Hunter? They're going for Travis Hunter, I think. So, yeah, the breaking news, the Browns and Jaguars have agreed to a blockbuster trade, according to Ian Rappaport. This is breaking news, or is it for Abdul Carter is the question.
That's what I'm wondering. And honestly, the Jags didn't have to give up as much as I thought. Oh, actually, yeah, they did. Wow.
And Cameron Ward is the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft, as expected. Quarterback from Miami is the new franchise quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. I don't know. It's probably a mixed bag amongst Tennessee fans right now. But hey, the big news right here is who does Jacksonville want?
I think it's got to be Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. I was thinking because I think they're still trying to maximize, Trevor Lawrence over there with a flashy new weapon. But also, if he wants to play both sides, right? They have some pieces over there on the defense.
This could be scary. Imagine Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr.
That's what I'm thinking.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Someone said, "Will the Bears get Genty?" That is the hope. Someone says Jacksonville will take Hunter. If Abdul Carter starts to fall, I think that's when the Bears are going to start really pushing hard.
It says the Jags gave up the 5th overall pick, their 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick this year, and a 1st round pick next year to move up to number 2.
Okay. Yeah, so the Browns are trading a number 2 overall pick, a 4th rounder, number 104, and a 6th rounder, number 200 to the Jags in exchange for number 5, a 2nd round pick, number 36, a 4th round pick, and the Jaguars 2026 1st round pick. This better be worth it. That's what they're only moving up. 2 spots? Hey, I can't talk mess though, because like when the Bears a couple of years ago.
Hey, don't be surprised if the Browns move back up and go get Shador now.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so. Maybe that's their plan.
Now they're loaded with picks. They can move back in and get Shador.
So they said it was going to be a lot of trades. That was the first blockbuster move of the day. So let's see if any other teams trade up.
Now that the Jags have traded with the Browns, who do you see the Bears maybe moving up with to get Genty or Carter?
And that's the tough part, because that was one of our trade partners was the Jags, right? So another option could be New England.
Okay.
Maybe Cleveland trades back again.
Maybe
to 10 to just load up on draft capital, because they here's the thing about Cleveland. They know they're not winning this year.
Correct.
So they're probably trying to recoup some capital and try to build because, obviously the Deshaun Watson situation, they're kind of strapped financially over there because of that contract.
Yeah.
So as we see it again, it's a massive, massive win, I would say, for Cleveland as they're trying to look to recoup picks.
I think that's a very big win for Cleveland right there. You get the second overall, or no, that's the fourth overall pick in the second round, and you already own the second pick in the second round.
Right.
And you get another next year's first. They have a lot of capital.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Once again, they're strapped financially.
And if the Jags suck again next year, you figure they're picking in the top 10 again next year.
Exactly. So I personally like the move for them. They're probably like, you know what? We could have taken Abdul Carter here. We could have taken, Travis Hunter. But does that make us better, or should we start collecting draft capital to get more?
How shocked would you be right now if Jacksonville took Shador, maybe traded Trevor Lawrence?
Will that be the big curveball? Because we just talked about Trevor Lawrence. It's kind of Jacksonville's in a weird situation here.
And you got to remember, when GMs and coaches don't pick their quarterback, everybody on that team is not safe.
Right. So that was the first trade of the night. Is that Lil Wayne with Travis Hunter?
Yeah, it is. Wait, is it?
No, maybe not. He looks dead on like him though.
I think so.
Yeah, it looked like Lil Wayne with Travis Hunter over there. Yeah. Once again, Bears fans, thank you so much for tuning in to today's live stream of Keek on the Mic. Joe and I will be here for the duration of round 1 of the 2025 NFL Draft. Cam Ward has officially become the number 1 overall pick to the Tennessee Titans, and the Jags make a huge trade up with the Cleveland Browns, giving up a whole lot of picks.
This is one of my favorite parts about the NFL right here. Trades, the draft, free agency. It just gets me excited, man.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. They said there's going to be a lot of movement. So someone said the Jags are actually stupid as F for doing that.
They're stupid.
For trading up and giving up all that draft capital.
Hey, a guy like Travis Hunter, I mean, there's no one else like him.
That's the big thing. Yeah. Is it really worth it, right? And I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he needs to get out of his own way, saying that he's going to play both sides. He's going to have to choose.
Right.
And I think he's going to play offense for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. It's a lot to give up, but when a guy is that talented and if he outplays, obviously where he's drafted at, then you don't even think about the trade.
Right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And they already made the pick.
Yeah, it's got to be Travis Hunter.
It's
got to be Travis Hunter.
I think that's the only, because I'm looking at Jacksonville's situation. I don't think they could use Abdul Carter, but they don't really need him. I think their defensive line is if I'm not mistaken, is one of their strengths of their football team.
Yeah, they just drafted Trayvon Walker 2 years ago.
Right.
They still got other Josh Allen.
They do. Yeah. So their defensive line is still pretty good. Yeah. So I think they're trying to maximize. Once again, I can't really say maximize, but they're trying to give Trevor Lawrence another weapon here.
Yeah.
So here we go. The pick is in. Pick number 2 belongs to Jacksonville after the huge trade up with the Cleveland Browns, and we're about to find out.
I think that could be a really scary duo with Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter.
And that's the thing. Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas Jr. would be huge. So on the clock, the pick is in, and I'm going to go ahead and share the screen from time to time with you guys. As you guys see, Cam Ward was number 1 overall pick, and the pick is in for Jacksonville, and the Giants are now on the clock, which the expected is going to probably be Abdul Carter if Jacksonville does not take him.
If the Bears don't move up.
If the Bears don't move up right now. So
I'm waiting for your Bears to move on up there, bro. I'm like, the Bears.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. They say stuff every year, and it never happens, right? So here we go. Someone said horrible trade. I don't know. And then someone said the Jags need so much. They really needed those picks. Yeah. And that's the thing. They're not one player away. So to each his own.
Watson.
Still Watson. Yeah. Deshaun Watson's still the quarterback over there, but
they traded for Kenny Pickett.
But the thing is, well,
but he's not going to be.
He's not going to be, even at this point. So
yeah, it's an interesting move for the Jags. I mean, Travis Hunter, he's a one-of-a-kind player, but is it enough to turn your franchise around? And we do have the pick in, and I do know who the pick is. I'm going to save it. You want to save it? Because because I already know who the pick is. Sometimes you get it, early on X. But here we go. Here comes Roger Goodell for Jacksonville, number 2 overall pick. Someone said interesting trade, no doubt. It is. But hey, once again, when you have a blue chip player like Travis Hunter, it's Is that Armstead?
Yeah, it is Armstead. He's a Jaguar. See, they have him too. See, that's what I'm saying. I told you. See, yeah, they're set. So here we go. The first round takes so long. Do you ever realize that?
And especially these first 10.
Yeah, the first 10. Once after 10, it's kind of like you just take best player available.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. They said that the Lions do that. They don't even really have a board. They just take best player available. They don't draft based on needs. They're like, hey,
yeah.
Someone said that. Someone said keep with the speed pick intel. Yeah, absolutely.
Schefter's texting us, right?
Yeah. I got Adam Schefter on speed dial. So here we go. Armstead. Why is Roger Goodell letting people pick? You're the G.
You know, in the second round tomorrow, Melvin Gordon's picking for the Chargers.
Really? Duval.
That video, I still laugh at that video.
No, it's funny. Remember when they asked him to do it again? Like, hey, you want to do it again, coach? He's like, nope, I'm not doing that shit again. I was dying.
Yeah.
Look at that ugly ass stadium. Like, what's a Packer, dude? Think about it. What the hell is a Packer?
The cheesehead.
It's a cheese, but like, what are you packing? All right, here we go. Eric Armstead's about to make the selection here.
I'm about to look at my phones.
Right, they're taking too long. Right, that's the pick, dummy. Being slow. We know that. We've been known that for 5 minutes. Oh God, he's stuttering.
Hey, this motherfucker can't even read.
Yeah, he's stuttering. Travis Hunter to the Jags. All right, it took him about 20 minutes to announce it, but Travis Hunter, he got some big old teeth. Travis Hunter. And look at him, he's dancing and stuff. Hey, let's go. Yeah, so Travis Hunter, the two-way star from Colorado, just got his jersey retired, right? At Colorado after what, 1 year or 2 years?
2 years at Colorado.
And now he is a member of the Jags. You think that's a good fit for him?
I think it's a good fit. I mean, it's kind of surprising, you know, that the Browns waited so long to trade that pick. It waited all the way to draft night, you know, to finally say, hey, like, you know, we're gonna move on and not take Travis Hunter. So that's a big move from Cleveland, you know, to not take a guy like Travis Hunter.
Where do you see his best fit with Jacksonville? You think he's gonna try to really play both ways, or you think he's gonna be a receiver?
I mean, it would be cool. You know, we haven't seen a player play both ways in a long time, but I feel like his best bet in Jacksonville is probably playing receiver alongside Brian Thomas Jr. I think that would be a fun duo to watch. Yeah.
Right. I think it's a good pick for them, man. I think it's one of those picks that either pick him or you're gonna regret it in a way. Like you're just gonna, even if he doesn't translate to the NFL, which I think he will. I think he has a lot of good skills that can translate. I'm just interested to see where he's going to play. I think that's gonna be the big question for him. So here we go. Pick number 3 belongs to the New York Giants, and then we have the Patriots, the Browns at 5, Vegas at 6, and then the normal.
The Giants cave right here. Did they take that offer?
That's the thing. If Genty does get past the Raiders, that the Raiders are the threat. And honestly, you think about other players, not even about Genty. It's like you got Mason Graham, Will Campbell, Tyler Warren. It's like if you miss out on Genty, you know about. I love Tyler Warren out of Penn State. I think he would also be an outstanding fit in Ben Johnson's offense. So here we go.
Can you see how much time the Giants have left? Does it show you on the thing?
I can see real quick. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Right now, obviously, as we know, Travis Hunter are still on the clock. But are they on the clock because they're trying to make a deal with the Chicago? Ryan Poles on the phone. Ryan Poles, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Or is it the Denver Broncos?
I think if the Bears.
Is Denver Broncos all the way from 20?
If the Bears traded 3, though, it's Abdul Carter, not Genty.
Yes, if the Bears trade here, it's for Abdul Carter. We're not taking Genty at 3.
No.
I'll be honest with you. If they do,
I'd be shocked.
I would be shocked. Yeah. Someone say Abdul Carter. Who do we want? All right, the Giants have selected a player.
Yeah.
The Giants have selected a player. I think we all know who it is too. The Giants have made their selection.
Who do you think it is, Dad?
This is gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first big curveball of the draft.
He gave us that look like it was Shador.
Ready? Let's chant. Shador, 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 Shador. You know what? The Browns should trade back up for Shador, like you said.
Yeah.
With apparent, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So the Giants are sticking with their pick, and the pick is in. Pick number 3 is on the way. There's only one right answer here. There's only one right answer here for the New York Giants. It has to be Abdul Carter.
Serena wants to ask you a question online, bro.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Jags or Jags.
No, she said, why is it not split screen with the actual draft like last year?
Well, that was an edited. That's edit. That was an edit.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. You're not allowed to show the draft on your live stream, or else you do get taken down. Yeah, someone said it has to be Abdul Carter here. It makes too much sense. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm still shook off that trade.
You didn't want him or Travis Hunter?
Yeah, they're gonna regret that.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that trade doesn't make sense for the Jags.
Well, yeah, here's the thing though about Cleveland's situation. We already talked about it. They're not winning this year.
Yeah.
And I know like you have to take one good player at a time. I get that, but there's like, you know what? If you're able to get next year's first, now they have 2 first-round picks next year, and I've heard a lot of good things about next year's draft. So
Yeah.
they're just trying to recapitalize and they're trying to build something there. And right now they're not looking too hot.
I think Jacksonville has to win this year.
And that's why they did it. Like, you know what? We have to do something in the and the thing is, they're still not going to win.
Yeah, not win the Super Bowl, obviously, but
They're still not going to win in the
they have a
AFC.
winning record. Yeah.
God didn't want them to, so move on down to 10.
And that's what I think. I think they're going to move down again and probably collect a second-round pick from the Bears. I really do. I think the Bears got. I think New England's going to take Will Campbell, and then Cleveland is kind of like we don't know because
Well,
we don't know at this point.
The thing, if Cleveland trades with you guys, now they would have 3 of the top 10 picks in the second round.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Abdul Carter is the pick out of Penn State, edge rusher. A lot of comparisons to Micah Parsons.
Yeah, great pick for the Giants.
Yeah, great pick for the Giants because they already have Thibodeau over there, right?
Yeah, they got Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence.
So their
Will
defensive
Carter.
line is legit.
Yeah, that's a good defensive line, right?
That's a good defensive line. I know this guy. There's a lot of people worried about his shoulder injury if it's going to linger on in the NFL. I still think he's an outstanding player.
I like Abdul Carter a lot.
Yeah, I liked him a lot, and I was excited about the idea of the Bears maybe trading up for him, but I knew it was probably a tad bit unrealistic. But guess what, Bears fans? We still have Ashton Genty on the board. I think I may have to crash out if we don't get Genty, but I'm worried that we're going to end up with Kelvin Banks Jr., which I don't think he's a bad player. I just don't want him at 10.
Hey, like you told me last year, you got to build those trenches.
Man,
I was excited.
we're talking about Joe Alt compared to Kelvin Banks. Look, come on now. You know, Kelvin Banks is a good player. He is. I'd be happy about it because I know we're trying to build the trenches. But like at 10, you could probably trade back and get something, right?
Yeah, you can.
And still get him?
Yeah, yeah.
Or trade back, get a Marion Hampton or Kenneth Grant? I don't know.
I think that's one of the Bears' better options, honestly, is trading down.
Someone said, can we get a congrats for the newlyweds? Congratulations. My brother over here is actually a newlywed as well. So congratulations to all the love that is out there. Hey, remember, man. Yeah, huge congrats to you guys. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you guys being here. Like I said, we are going to be here for the duration of round 1. And once again, it's freezing again. The streaming. This is what happens when you stream. Someone says, congrats to all the newlyweds. Bears will trade up to number 5. That is the hope.
We're not only shaking up with the trades, we're shaking up on the live stream.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. And that's why I don't understand why streaming is a big thing. Like talking about like TV streaming, because it's always freezing. It's always freezing. So here we go. Look at the
We're back in
Penn State. Penn State. Yeah, they can produce some players. Look at them.
I just see DeVar Bowman.
Look at them.
I didn't know he went to Penn State.
The Giants are like, yeah, we may have missed on Jaden Daniels, but we got Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
They could.
They're going for Jackson Dart.
They could. Giants straight up back into the first for Jackson Dart. That would be hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, someone said Carter's going to be scary to play against. Absolutely. I hope we don't play against him soon.
That line's gonna be scary.
Yeah, when you really think about it, it's actually a smart pick for them.
I mean, luckily for teams like Philadelphia that are in that division, they have a good offensive line. You know, the Commanders and the Cowboys, they might want to be worried.
So the pick is in for the New England Patriots at number 4, and I think we all know what's going to happen here.
Will Campbell?
I don't know.
What
Do they need protection? Or do they need a weapon for Drake May? Do they want? I think it's smart to protect your player,
probably protect him.
protect your franchise quarterback here.
I don't think there's a player that's good, a playmaker that's good enough to take right here.
Yeah. So once again, as we're looking through the picks, Cam Ward 1, Travis Hunter 2, and now Abdul Carter, the 3rd overall pick
That means
of the 2025 NFL draft.
That means Cleveland's back on the clock.
Cleveland is now on the clock. The pick is in for the Patriots, and Cleveland's on the clock.
Who would Cleveland take here, though?
Dude, the Raiders are really gonna get Ashton Genty. The Raiders are gonna get Ashton Genty, dude. The Raiders are gonna do it, Denzel.
Yo, don't let it happen. You don't swing, bro.
The Raiders are gonna do it.
Hey, I don't want the Raiders to get Genty. I don't want that to happen.
Someone said, "Here comes the popcorn that pulls." Yeah, I hope so. So I think New England goes protection here, rather with Will Campbell. I'm not concerned about the short arms whatsoever.
Right.
I think if you watch the tape, the play speaks for itself.
I don't necessarily see why that's always a problem. I mean, the Chargers have a guy with short arms and Rashawn Slater, and he's one of the top tackles in the NFL right now. So to me, it doesn't matter. If you can play football, you can play football.
Yep, exactly. So the Patriots are on the clock. I mean, the pick is in for the Patriots, and the Browns are now on the clock. Do the Browns stay?
I don't know if there's a player here that the Browns necessarily want. If they moved on from Travis Hunter, who's here at 5?
Are the Browns going to take Ashton Genty?
That'd be it. They could. They don't have
a running back anymore.
They don't have Nick Chubb no more.
And maybe that's going to be the Nick Chubb replacement. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense now I think about it. Nick Chubb is gone. They could replace him with Ashton Genty, and then Mason Graham continues to fall.
Jay wants to be on the live stream.
Oh, Jay wants to be on the live stream.
He keeps saying Dad, Uncle Bubba.
Oh, really? He's there. Are they watching live? Huge shout out.
watching.
What's going on, Jay? Huge shout out to my nephew. He's gonna be a Bears fan someday. No, I'm just kidding. He's watching the Bears podcast.
He could be convinced as much as he comes over here.
Exactly. Yeah. He's always in this garage playing with my cornhole set and stuff. So let's look at this logic, Bears fans, real quick. Everyone has their draft day foods. I thought a lot more people were going to be over here, so my ass ordered 4 goddamn pizzas. We got 4 motherfuckers in this garage right now. What we order 4 pizzas for? I thought there was going to be a lot more people.
We haven't even had a slice.
I know. I tried to eat before stream, but it's okay. Hey, we're going to be munching in this microphone here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Someone said the Saints will grab Graham if he's there. I could definitely see that. But here's the thing. Shedeur Sanders to the Saints, I think it's going to heat up.
I think the Saints are in play for a quarterback. When Kellen Moore needs his guy.
Someone said 1 pizza each for each of us. I can't even finish 2 slices.
I don't know if I can knock down a Costco pizza.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys have Costco where you guys live, but those pizzas are big. Pause. I had to say that before my brother-in-law got on me. So here we go. Obviously a lot of Bears fans on X are saying, Genty or bust right here.
I think that's the thing about the draft. You can't fall in love. I mean,
With
you
no
can
one.
fall in love with players, but you can't get your hopes up because most of the time they don't always last, or sometimes your team doesn't even pick who you like the most.
Yeah, someone said those are giant pizzas. Yes, they are. Yeah. So we are on a commercial break right now, but obviously the pick is in, or I'm assuming the pick is in for the Patriots, and then now the Browns are on the clock, and it's like this is where the shakeup kind of is, and this is why people don't do mock drafts because you never know. No one expected Cleveland to trade down.
I didn't think Cleveland was going to trade out of that number 2 pick.
So someone said slices, no square cut. No, we do slices over here.
Not at Costco.
Not at Costco. We used to have a place called Rico's Pizza that did squares, and that was good. So, here comes the wife.
Here we go. Now we got someone.
Now we look at. She's smiling at me. She's always smiling.
She's pulling up in that brand new.
Yeah, pulling up in the brand new Honda Pilot. All right, the pick is in. Just make the pick. See, this is the thing. We're only on pick 4, and we're what,
Hey,
40 minutes in?
Hey, at least you get pick 10. I gotta wait all the way till 22.
I know. That's the thing that sucks about, I guess being good. Being somewhat good. All right. So once again, do me a huge favor by, once again, hitting the subscribe button. We're at 17.4. Okay, subscribers, make sure you hit the like button as well. And the Browns make a pick too. The Browns already made their pick.
They already made their pick.
They already made their pick. And this is actually, it's not shocking. They still got a very good player.
You know who it is?
I do know who it is.
Oh, damn.
Should I go? Should I start just knocking them out? Should I start knocking them out?
I gotta look now. Because
Yeah,
now you're 2 picks ahead of me.
What do you say? My dad said Ashton Jinty's on the board.
You gotta look. You got another guess for the draft party.
Get that turkey. Oh, if that turkey comes in the garage. All right, so we're gonna go ahead of here so we don't get too far behind. With the number 4 overall pick, the Patriots do select LSU tackle Will Campbell to protect Drake May. That is a smart pick. Something that the Chicago Bears didn't know nothing about until Ryan Poles, really.
Right.
So that's a smart pick. That's what they should have done with all their quarterbacks.
Good pick for them.
That's a good pick. And I'm going to hold pick number 5, but I feel like they still got a very good player.
I'm trying to find it. I don't see it yet. Let's see.
I told you they're going to get Genty. So the Raiders are now on the clock.
Yeah, they're
going to take goddamn Genty,
I
dude.
don't see the Raiders. I don't know though. You can't. The thing about the Raiders is they fuck up their picks. You can't be surprised at who the Raiders take.
Someone said that the Raiders may take Armand Membu, the tackle out of Missouri, and I sure hope so. I sure hope so if they take Armand Membu. So yes, Will Campbell is now the newest member of the New England Patriots. Once again, agility, awareness. The arms doesn't matter. Look at the tape and where he played too. Played against some tough competition at LSU.
Yeah, he plays against the top talent at LSU for sure.
Yeah, look at this guy. And the thing that
Was that a verse? No, that was BYU.
yeah, the thing about Will Campbell too is that he has short arms, but his recovery is just amazing. His footwork is amazing. And just really really good teammate on and off the field. He's going to be a good player for the Patriots for years to come.
You got to protect your quarterback. And he does got short ass arms.
You know what's funny? I think, hey, Dad, tell me if I'm wrong. I probably have longer arms than him. And I'm 5'6". My dad said he looked like a T-Rex.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, here we go. So the Browns pick is in already.
You know who it is?
I know who it is.
Okay.
Should I announce it now?
Might as well.
All right, with the 5th overall pick, is everyone ready? With the 5th overall pick, the Cleveland Browns traded down and they landed Mason Graham, defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Good pick for the Browns. I mean, that's excellent addition to their.
Now you're adding with Myles Garrett. That's nasty. That's a good pick. You traded down. You got a got a 1st round pick for next year, and you still got Mason Graham.
Yeah.
They already have. They just paid. They don't want to have to pay too.
Did you watch the Philadelphia Super Bowl?
I did, and they still got a good guy. I think Mason Graham's still a very good player.
But he's not better than
No, definitely not. Yeah.
But what I'm saying, if you're still able to add a 1st round pick next year and some other picks and still get a good player, that's
who's on the Browns D line right now. They got a guy last year, Michael Hall from Ohio State.
yes, and then they got Myles Garrett. Now Mason Graham.
Who's the other edge rusher?
I forgot.
Oh,
boo! Hey, it's my brother-in-law's coming in with that stupid ass Green Bay shit. Yeah, stand outside. Yeah, stand outside.
Go sit next to the turkey, Nick.
So here we go. So we got Mason Graham at 5, pick number 5.
Hey,
So now the Raiders.
Hey, don't.
You want me to check?
Hell yeah. Check.
You want me to check the Raiders pick?
Yeah, check.
They're on the clock still.
So the Raiders are on the clock. The Browns picked Mason Graham.
As much as the Raiders have been connected to Genty, it wouldn't be a bad move if they traded with the Bears to get maybe one of those 2nd round picks.
Keep an eye out for the Cowboys here, too. Maybe trying to trade up for Genty.
Yeah.
To try to jump the Bears here.
They said that. I seen that the Cowboys had some stuff lined up.
I can promise you, Bears fans, that Ryan Poles is probably in the draft room right now saying, let me trade up. And Ian Cunningham is probably like, no, Ryan, just stay put. So, like I said, Mason Graham is pick number 5 to Cleveland, and now the Raiders are on the clock.
So now that Mason Graham and Carter are gone, who would you say you're still looking at for the Bears?
So Ashton Genty, Tyler Warren, and that's it. And then a trade back. And then trade back is the only options. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So for the Bears' point of view, Genty, Warren, and probably Kelvin Banks. Kelvin Banks is on our board. He's on our board even at 10. I will tell you that right now.
How do you feel about an edge rusher?
Who
I've seen Shamar Stewart flying up the board.
Yeah, maybe an edge rusher, a random edge rusher here. I don't know. I think it's a great pick for the Browns. I do. Like I said, Abdul Carter is better.
Oh, yeah.
Way better than Mason
But,
Graham.
but the thing is, they weren't even taking Abdul Carter. They were taking Travis Hunter if they stayed.
Hey, right. Someone said, no, we need Genty. Yeah, we do need Genty, but I think the Raiders are about to take him right here. You know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with Pete Carroll. He likes to run the football, and they're going to play good defense over there in Vegas. It makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah,
It really does.
I mean, did Carroll draft Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet?
I think so. He was there still. So a little bit of a nugget here in terms of some more movement going on in the top 10. It says the Panthers. God damn it.
What?
God damn it.
He's gone
He is gone.
to the Raiders.
The Raiders selected Ashton Genty out of Boise State. The Raiders have taken Boise State running back Ashton Genty. So he is off the board. Tyler Warren is still on the board, though.
It said Jordan Schultz just came out and said trades are just starting.
Yeah, but the nugget I was about to say is Carolina has been fielding calls for about pick number 8. I don't care. So Mason Graham is 5. Ashton Genty is number 6 to the Raiders, and it makes sense. It does. They want to run the football.
Yeah.
They got Geno Smith. They want to play good defense with Pete Carroll.
Great pick by the Raiders.
Yeah, someone said poor Genty. Yeah, Ashton Genty is a Raider. Yeah, I don't think that's a good fit. Like for him, it's not a good fit. The Raiders, it makes sense, but I think for him, he's gonna look like Saquon Barkley with the Giants.
Anyone that goes to the Raiders, I feel sorry for.
He's gonna look like Saquon Barkley with the Giants his first couple years. He's gonna be good, but he's gonna be fighting for everything. Now the Raiders are taking in. This officially ends the Bears' pursuit of Ashton Genty. So we still have Tyler Warren, which he's gonna probably go to the Jets, and that means Kelvin Banks or a trade back. Yeah, I'd probably try to trade back.
I
Yeah.
feel like the Bears could get a lot of capital and trade back.
Yeah, I think we're going to trade back. I think we're going to try to trade back if Tyler Warren is not there
With the Broncos.
with Denver and probably we're going to probably trade back with them. Because I think they're going to try to trade up because I think there's going to be a run on tight ends. Well, I mean, Colston Loveland after Tyler Warren goes.
Yeah. So
So I think Denver is going to be a little antsy. And they're going to be like, oh, we may need to, if they really want a tight end, then they're going to try to trade up.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be with the Bears. So it says Carolina's market for the 8th pick will be affected with Ashton Genty off the board and to the Raiders. And that's the thing. Now that Genty's off the board, it's
who could you see moving up to 8?
moving up to 8.
Yeah, with Carolina.
It depends on who. I think Shador Sanders is going to get interesting here at the bottom, like maybe like 8 to 15 range.
I'm trying to see who's after that in that range.
So
Yeah.
Genty is a Raider. That means the Jets are on the clock, and expectation here is that the Jets may want some protection for Justin Fields, or they may want to get a weapon for Justin Fields. Tyler Warren, I'm telling you, Tyler Warren, Breece Hall, and Justin Fields would be insane. It would be insane.
I heard they're fielding calls for Breece Hall.
That was one of the scenarios too that the Bears were maybe interested in Breece Hall. I'm a little bit bummed right now, Bears fans. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you get so invested in these players that are not even on your team yet, and then when they don't. Not drafted by your team, you're like,
I
damn.
know the feeling. It's happening plenty of times.
Like what could have been with Genty and the Bears, right? But hey, we still got a Marion Hampton on the board. Maybe a trade back for Marion Hampton makes sense for the Bears here.
This running back class is loaded.
And-
I think that
Right.
even though missing out on Genty, I wouldn't be too disappointed because this is a year, to be able to get a good running back in rounds 2, possibly even 3.
And I agree with some people in the chat that the Tyler Warren to the Jets is almost a lock.
Yeah.
And Bears fans, I know you don't want to hear it. Keep the name Armand Membu in the back of your mind as well. The tackle out of Missouri. There's been some noise kind of lead up into the draft as well that maybe he could be a possible Chicago Bear. I just don't know about him or Kevin Banks at 10. That's what kind of concerns me. I think they're good players, but at 10, I'm kind of eerie about it. So the Bears' worst fear is actually coming true right now with Will Campbell off the board, with Ashton Jeanty off the board, and then I think with Tyler Warren off the board here in a couple of picks. The Bears are kind of in no man's land.
Yeah.
So
yeah, not really no surprises so far in the top 5.
yeah. So someone said
other than the trade, but
Mason Graham. Yeah, I think Jacksonville ruined it. They messed it up for the Bears a little bit because if they would have just stuck and picked and just did what they were supposed to do, that could have helped the Bears a little bit.
Well, because from this morning, the Bears had the best odds to get Ashton Jeanty, so that's when he thought the trade was in place.
Yeah,
with Jacksonville.
Well, once again, I think the Bears are in a good spot. We have number 10, we have 39 and 41 here, and we have pick number 72. So we have 4 picks in the top 100. Yeah. So I think Ryan Poles probably wanted to move up, but assistant general manager Ian Cunningham probably said, Ryan, it's loaded. Yeah. It's loaded.
I'm pissed the Raiders got Jeanty, dude. That's 2 years in a row they got a really good offensive player.
Jeanty will be good for the Raiders. It's just I think the better fit was with teams like the Bears, even the Cowboys, and even the Broncos would have been outstanding fit for Jeanty. But obviously, out of all 3 of those teams, I think everyone knew that there was no chance for the Broncos.
Watching the Raiders pick Jeanty makes me think all for certain the Chargers are going defense.
So here we go. The Raiders are officially picking Ashton Jeanty right here as we're continuing to go through the picks. And there's still more buzz in terms of trades. I think the Bears are going to stay put and just hope for the best here. And Ashton Jeanty's pumped up to go to Vegas here. Yeah, you're pumped up now until you go into that dome that looks like a vacuum.
I'm sorry, Jeanty.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, you got to go be a Raider.
Someone said, worst draft day ever. F you, Ryan Poles. You ruined my life. Hey, don't blame him. He's being patient. We had pick 39 and 41. Yeah. So our bulk of our picks, it's going to be really fun for the Bears tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be able to get 3 really good players.
You guys almost have back-to-back picks.
Exactly. So we're going to get 3 really good players. Look at this guy, man.
He's a beast.
This would have been the perfect pick for the Bears, man. So here we go. Let him move on. Here we go. Now we're going to check it out. Pick number 6 is Ashton Jeanty. Let's take a look here on what's going on. So the pick is in for the Jets, and the Panthers are now on the clock. The first 6 pick is Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, and now Ashton Jeanty to the Las Vegas Raiders. Now the Jets are on the clock.
Yeah, great picks by these teams. Very good picks.
I think this is Tyler Warren. I think this is going to be Tyler Warren to the Jets. Yes.
They went online.
The New York Jets took offensive tackle Armand Membu out of Missouri, which I kind of figured. Yeah. I knew he was going to be in the mix there. Bear, you know what? I may have to trade up for Tyler Warren, Dad.
No, I think he'll be there at 10.
No, the Panthers may take him, no. Hey, so? No, quick. Ryan Poles, pick up the phone. I'll give you a third. I'll give you a third, Carolina. How about this? I won't give you your pick back. Pick number 39. I'll give you the other one. Because Carolina's going to give us our pick back. Yeah. So Armand Membu, protection for Justin Fields. How do you feel about, Justin Fields is probably saying, thank God, because the Bears didn't do it. At least the Jets are trying, so Armand Membu is now a new member of the New York Jets. You like that for them?
Yeah, I mean, you got to protect your quarterback. Justin Fields, everywhere he's been so far, he hasn't really necessarily had an O-line that can protend him. Giving him Armand Membu.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Are you trying to roast my team are you trying to roast my own team on the podcast? Yeah. No, he's speaking the truth. I know. I'm just giving a hard time.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's a good pick. You got to protect the quarterback.
Yeah. I think Armand Membu. I think they said some concerns about effort and just maybe not being really, really good locker room guy, but it's that's just noise, man. Yeah. You look at Tunsil that one year when he was smoking out of his bong, and and we're like, oh, he has character issues, and now he's one of the best tackles in the game.
I feel like they say that about a lot of players, and they end up being one of the top guys that come out of that draft. Like, look at the year when Micah Parsons came out. They said he had character issues. Micah Parsons should have been a top 5 pick that year.
Yeah. And someone said that if the Bears pick Warren, it's not a good night. To each his own. I think that would be a good pick, just with what Ben Johnson's gonna be able to do with a guy like Warren.
I feel like you can never have too many playmakers. I wouldn't be upset if I wouldn't be upset as a Bears fan if you guys got Tyler Warren.
Once again, Bears fans, I appreciate every single one of you guys being in here. Make sure you do me a huge favor by hitting the like button and the subscribe button to just support the live stream and support Keek on the Mic in this channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And once again, another huge shout out to one of the sponsors of today's video, and that is my media teacher, Mr. Chambo. Once again, if you are interested in a Hawaiian State series, it's a 5-book series on Amazon for $14.99. Also can get it on Kindle as well for free. If you are a teacher teaching middle school students, high school students, this could be a really good series for you. Once again, click the link in the description of the live stream today to go check out the Hawaiian State series. So here we go. The Bears, someone said the Bears shouldn't trade down. I agree. So here we go. Armand Membou, I think that's the first kind of shocker of round one. I think he's a really good player, but everyone kind of expected him to maybe be outside the top 10. But this is the first shocker besides the trade in round one.
Yeah, I always like these shocker picks, because a team like me picking at number 22, that just means another guy that I like is sliding down to the Chargers.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. So you look right now, I'm thinking about the Carolina Panthers, and I'm thinking about the New Orleans Saints. I think the Panthers they may go McMillan out of Arizona. Something's telling me that they may try to get another weapon or maybe a defensive player for their defense, but it may make sense to take McMillan here.
Yeah, I think McMillan would be the better pick for Carolina right now. Bryce Young desperately needs a wide receiver one. Carolina does not have that currently right now. Right now, they got Adam Thielen. Maybe Xavier Legette turns into that wide receiver one, but we don't know yet. He didn't show enough promise last season for the Panthers to believe that he's the guy. Maybe.
And then with the Saints here, they're in an interesting spot because now with Derek Carr's injury concerns, and we're not sure how he's going to end up next season. If he's going to start the season, if he's going to be out the whole year. Are they looking quarterback here?
I think so. Kellen Moore's coming in, and he needs a quarterback. If Derek Carr is really hurt, I mean, the Saints are in a tough situation with just Spencer Rattler and whoever else they have on the roster right now. I don't even know who else they have at quarterback, but that you need a quarterback.
Yeah, so once again, Bears fans, if you're just now tuning in, the number 7 pick, the Jets have selected Missouri offensive tackle Armand Membou. Protection for Justin Fields, and now we're at pick number 8 for the Panthers, and they are still on the clock, and then it will be the Saints, and then it will be the Chicago Bears on the clock. So here we go. I'm going to take you through the first couple of picks. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Ashton Jeanty, and the pick is in for the Jets, which was Armand Membou, and the Panthers are on the clock.
Let's see if there's any buzz going on with the Panthers.
Yeah, let's see if there's any buzz, because there was buzz about the 8th overall pick, but I think it took a hit once Ashton Jeanty went off the board here. Once again, I appreciate the support. We got people watching on their TV at home. That is pretty cool.
Like that, yeah.
You're looking kind of slim on that TV, bro.
I don't feel it.
So here we go, man. Someone said, Will Johnson's on the board too.
Hey, let him slide at 22. Shit.
Someone said, my man Keek, been a while. Love you, Keek. I love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bears are almost on the clock. And once again, Ryan Poles staying put, and we may still land a pretty good player here. So in these next couple of picks, if Tyler Warren's on the board, maybe they can leverage that for a big trade down too.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me ask OG Bears fan. Hey, Dad, Tyler Warren's on the board at 10. Broncos want to move up. Do you leverage Tyler Warren to get a big trade down? 20, their second, and then next year's first. There we go. Jets officially picking.
Cortland Sutton.
So Armand Membou's officially a member of the New York Jets as Roger Goodell gets booed as he's making the pick. Why do they still boo him? You know what I mean? Like we say it every year. They're
just like, I think it's just an annual thing.
Someone said prediction for Sanders. I think for me, it's the Steelers and then the Saints are a wild card team. Those are the only 2 teams, unless a team's going to trade back up into the first to take them, like Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think right now it's the Saints and the Steelers are the 2.
Yeah, I think those are 2 most logical.
I can't wait. I really can't wait until the Bears pick, because I know it being in Green Bay, Packer fans are going to boo for sure. They're gonna boo whoever the pick is. They're gonna boo. So they better be ready.
Did we freeze again?
Yeah. No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
I liked Armand Membu. The tape that I watched, I was fine with the Bears being interested in him, but just not at 10.
Right.
But obviously him being 7th overall pick, a lot of people are going to call this pick a reach, but
he plays right tackle.
I think he has ability to play both though. I think he has experience playing left and right. But he's mostly right, and it's like we already have Darnold right. So
yeah, and it's a hard transition in the NFL. Going from either right to left tackle or left to right tackle. It's a hard transition.
Yeah, reset it. Yeah, Amar Membu, good pick for the Jets. For the term, huh? Yeah, it's been in. The Panthers pick has been in. We don't know the selection yet, though. I don't know. What you think? You think I know everything? All right, here we go with the number 8 overall pick, Joe. The Panthers have picked McMillan, wide receiver. I told you, wide receiver out there. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get up and do some stretches. Let's go.
I think
Tyler Warren.
he's ready.
Tyler Warren. Tyler, hey, NFL, don't mess up. Don't mess up. So McMillan is a Carolina Panther. Makes too much sense. Makes too much sense here.
That's a great pick. Bryce Young needs a weapon.
Because I think having him with Leggett, that's a good duo.
Yeah, and Adam Thielen.
As the veteran, that's a good duo. Our trio.
Well,
So
the hope is over for him to fall to 22.
So McMillan is a Carolina Panther.
And this is where it gets interesting.
This is where it gets interesting. So Warren yeah. Here's the thing. Denver's gonna call us. I think who else? We said the Colts are gonna call us. The Bears have an opportunity here to probably cash in as well and still take Amarion Hampton. I may consider that. I like Tyler Warren, but I may consider the trade back and get an extra second personally. But Tyler Warren, no.
I feel like you're on board with the Tyler Warren.
That motherfucker had 100 and what? What did I say the other day to you, Dad? 103 catches. Who? A tight end, even in college, 103 catches, bro. This season.
Damn.
Let me confirm that because let me confirm that real quick with you Bears fans. Mock draft simulator. Let's look at his stats real quick. I unless I'm just blind. Let's see real quick. All right now. Okay, where? So Panthers are taking McMillan. I like that trade for them. I do. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, because I want to look at his stats real quick because and that's the thing. People hate on me. We're like, oh, you're going to take Scatterboo? Yeah, because here's the thing. Now you're playing football.
You know what? Hey, 6 yards is 6 yards.
Right.
6 plus 6.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It looks like some of your fans they don't want Tyler.
They don't want Tyler Warren. But guess what? You better bow down to your new tight end. You better shut up and get in line here because all right. So here, real quick, just so we have an understanding about Tyler Warren if he's our pick. He's 6'6", 261. He's a do everything tight end. He can play fullback, wildcat. He can be quarterback if you want him to on trick plays. He can do anything you need him to. He's a blocker. He had 104 catches for 1,230 yards with 8 touchdowns.
He's a beast.
Are you kidding me?
I love Tyler Warren.
Right. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think Tyler Warren is about 4.5, 4.6 range. So not like super fast, but that's still pretty fast for a 6'6", 260 guy, so he graded at 91.3. Really good at contested catches. So here we go. Let me check in because right now McMillan is going to the Panthers. The Saints are on the clock. So here's the thing. The Broncos may try to do some sneaky stuff right here and try to jump the Bears. Maybe the Colts try to jump the Bears. I think there's going to be some conversations here with the Saints, knowing that they don't know who they want.
And I feel like the Saints can afford to move back. You know, I don't think anybody is really going to trade up here to take Dart or Sanders.
Go with the Saints and say, hey,
We'll give you a fifth.
no. I'll give you my number 72.
Yeah, right. You could if you're worried about someone jumping you here.
Yeah.
So here we go. So McMillan to the Panthers. And now
Saints have picked.
the Saints,
They picked.
they're on the clock. The Saints
I think it's Jackson Dart.
are on the clock.
I think it's Dart.
You think this is going to be Dart
I think
over
it's gonna
Shador?
I think so.
You think it's going to be Dart over Shador
I
here?
think so.
Hey,
Hey,
Joe, if this is Jackson Dart, you got to take off your shirt on the live. If this is Jackson Dart, you got to take your shirt. You can't do it.
Have Jake do it.
Yeah. If this is Jackson Dart, my Green Bay Packers brother-in-law has to come say bear down on the stream.
I think it's Jackson Dart.
Do you think it's Jackson Dart?
I like Jackson Dart.
McMillan to the Panthers.
That receiver that good?
McMillan? He was the best.
McMillan's
best one
good.
this year.
He's good.
He's a big body receiver.
Big body receiver. The Panthers need a number one. So, he said that he's like, I wanted to play with Jaden Daniels. Well, too bad, buddy. You get Bryce Young.
You ain't dropping to what, 31 or 30?
All right, here we go. Yeah, I need to get the stream box. So here we go. The Saints are on the clock, and then it's going to be the Chicago Bears.
They've been on the clock for a minute. So I wonder what they're doing.
Dude, I swear, if they take Tyler Warren here, I'm going to crash out. They don't need him. The Saints don't need Tyler Warren, do they? Huh? Who do they have? Rattler right now? Spencer Rattler?
Rattler and Carr.
And then Carr? But Carr's hurt.
Yeah, see McMillan. I wonder how Bryce Young's going to be able to utilize him.
So here we go. We're just waiting for the Saints pick here. Man, all that hype saying the Bears are this, Bears that. That's why it's just smoke season.
No, Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville kind of ruined it for us because Jinty should be a Bear right now.
Hey, at the same time, you got to be happy though. At least you don't have to give up any draft capital.
That's the thing. And Bears fans, hear me out. If you get Tyler Warren and let's say Travion Henderson falls to round 2, pick 39, and you get him too, the Bears are cooking with some grease. The Bears are cooking with some grease. I don't care what any of you guys say. There should be no Bears fan out there that should be upset with that.
If you guys got Tyler Warren and then go back in the second round and get.
All right, here we go. The Bears are on the clock.
They're officially on the clock.
The Bears on the clock.
Do you know the pick?
What happened?
Do you know the pick?
Wow.
Don't say it.
Wow.
Don't say it.
The New Orleans Saints have selected Kelvin Banks, the tackle out of Texas. Let's go. Give me Tyler Warren. Give me Tyler Warren.
Hey,
Give me Tyler.
we missed out on Jinty. Don't. I know Ben Johnson like Norfolk.
You better take Tyler Warren. Hey, Ben Johnson made it very clear that Tyler Warren is the ultimate football player. You know what that means? He's the ultimate chess piece. And I know he is probably like, dude, Ryan Poles, if you really want to give me a gift, just imagine Tyler Warren. Imagine Caleb Williams. Imagine DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, and Roma Dunze. So Kelvin Banks to the Saints. Do you think that
that's a shocker pick right there?
Do you think that's a good pick for the Saints, though?
I think so. You know, Ryan Ramczyk, he just retired. You know, so they still need to build in all areas. You know, they can't just take a quarterback and not build the rest of the team.
Kelvin Banks, who is he protecting? You know, looking like what's the point of getting a tackle if you're not protecting nobody? All right, here we go.
Is the pick in yet?
When I know.
You can't say
I will. No. I'm not waiting for Roger Goodell. I ain't waiting for Roger Goodell. Man, fuck that motherfucker. I'm not waiting for Roger Goodell. See, I'm stuttering over here because I'm so excited.
I mean,
I'm so excited. Someone said Rattler ? Yeah, interesting pick. The Bears are on the clock. So Kelvin Banks is a Saint.
That kind of threw me off.
That's a head scratcher.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna blame this on Jacksonville. Everyone should hate on Jacksonville right now.
I haven't seen any mock drafts with Kelvin Banks to the Saints.
Someone said Keek's on fire.
Right.
I have not seen.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know the logic of this pick. This is similar to Michael Penix to the last year when everyone's like, what?
Hey, and I bet you that threw the Niners off too. I seen Kelvin Banks a lot to the Niners.
All right.
Is the pick in?
Is the pick in? No, the Bears are on the clock. Ryan Poles, you better be talking to Tyler Warren, bro. I tell you this right now. There's enough talking. Hey, bring your ass to Chicago right now.
Hey, he's either talking to Tyler Warren or he's on the phone with somebody else.
Here we go.
They say a lot of teams trade down from 10. I wouldn't be shocked.
Bears fans. Do you want the Bears to trade down or stick and pick? Pause.
Oh.
Dude, I said pause after it. I said pause. Relax. I said pause after it. Relax.
I'm feeling a trade down.
Bro, don't tell me that. You hear this fool? He said trade down.
I said I'm feeling a trade down.
No, you gotta keep your picks. You're not gonna give up anything, but still, I think we're good. We got 2 seconds.
Unless the Chargers come up right here, we'll give you guys Khalil Mack back.
He said the Chargers are gonna come up and give us back Khalil Mack. Oh, you funny like a pickle. You funny like a pickle. If they trade down, you can take off your shirt on the stream.
If the Chargers trade,
If the Chargers trade up right here,
the Chargers trade a 10 right here, and we get Tyler, I'll do it.
Yo, you guys come up for Tyler Warren?
Yeah.
Okay. Relax. Take a deep breath, Bears fans. Is it Tyler Warren or is it a trade down? You know who it's going to be? Shamar Stewart, edge rusher.
The guy,
Yes.
the guy that can't finish the sack, but he gets to the quarterback.
That's a surprise. Kelvin Banks is a surprise.
I know Saints,
Oh, man.
I know Saints fans are pissed off.
I got to breathe. I got to breathe here because I am about to explode. Pause. All right, here we go. The Bears are still on the clock. I don't know. I don't know. I think for me, this is pretty obvious, but like I said,
Just like that. Your whole life is changed.
I want to know the pick before you because you always know the Chargers pick before me, and you always look at me and you're like,
no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me this year. Oh, wow. No way. Oh, wow. Should I announce it?
yeah, let's hear it.
With the 10th overall pick
You know what?
in the 2025 NFL draft, the Chicago Bears are taking Colston Loveland,
Wow.
tight end out of Michigan.
Loveland, huh?
Colston Loveland over
really?
Tyler Warren. Wow.
Okay.
The Chicago Bears are taking
Hey,
Colston
Now it's my
Loveland.
turn. Chargers,
Let's
trade
go.
up.
I'll
Chargers,
take
go
him.
trade up and go
Hey,
get Tyler
a
Warren.
lot of people are saying that Colston Loveland is a better receiving tight end than Tyler Warren. Obviously, Tyler Warren is a do-it-all tight end, but Colston Loveland runs better routes, right? He's also a willing blocker. I think it makes a lot of sense, and you have to think about complimenting Cole Kmet as well. Wow, top 10 pick. That's a little. Someone said, "What the fuck?"
Looking at the comments.
Not sure what. Bears fans are pissed. So Colston Loveland is a Chicago Bear. So let's go ahead and break down Colston Loveland here on the podcast. It was a tight end, but once again, you got to trust Ryan Poles. You got to trust Ben Johnson here. You got to trust him.
I like Colston Loveland a lot.
So let's see.
Wow. Fucking Bears, man. I wanted Colston Loveland. He was supposed to be there at 22.
So here we go. Colston Loveland. He's 6'5", 245 pounds. They say that he lacks a little bit of that density in the NFL, but once again, he brings plenty of value as a tall, long pass catcher. And I think Ben Johnson's gonna be able to utilize him in many different ways as well, especially as an offensive weapon. He had 56 catches for 582 yards in 10 games last year and 5 touchdowns. I don't know about this. I like it because I'm trying to trust Ben Johnson, but I think Tyler Warren on the board. And now the Broncos are probably licking their chops like, ooh, Tyler Warner's on the board at 11.
Hey, don't be surprised. Hey, don't be surprised if the Niners take this food.
So the 49ers have picked at pick number 11, and the 49ers are selecting Georgia DN Michael Williams at number 11 out of Georgia. So they take a defensive end.
Niners love them damn. I told you the Niners love them damn defensive linemen. Yeah.
Someone said, "I got love for you, brother, but I'm gone." Yeah. So Colston Loveland is a new Chicago Bear. It's a little bit of a shocker. It's a little bit shocker at 10.
I think it is. I mean, Colston Loveland I seen all week was supposed to be, in that top 15, top 25 range. They said there was, concern for his medical that just came out, but I mean, I think it's still a good pick. It's not Tyler Warren, but you got one of the two top tight ends.
What do you think the reason is picking Colston Loveland over Tyler Warren here for the Bears, in the Bears' point of view?
Maybe it could just be a system fit. Maybe Loveland just fits the Ben Johnson offense better. Maybe Tyler Warren doesn't fit that style of offense. Maybe it's just all about what you prefer.
And that's what I'm trying to hope for, that maybe it's just this is a Ben Johnson pick, right? He's like, hey, he fits my system better and what I want. We'll see how it works out, but I think leaving Tyler Warren on the board, it little thing, but look at, they're happy. Yeah, hear the boos? I love it.
They like Colston Loveland, huh? Good pick. I like that pick by the Bears.
Michigan.
I mean, if I'm the Chargers, I would be trying to look. That's what Bubba wants me to do. There was guys on the screen with their shirt off.
Yeah, I think I like the value that he brings, right? As a player.
Yeah.
I like him definitely as another receiving option for Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson's offense, and obviously complementing Cole Kmet, because we already have a tight end in Cole Kmet that's also a very good threat, right? So now you get these two guys together, and so as Roger Goodell officially announces the pick for the Bears.
I'm really shocked the Bears took him though.
They said that Loveland was, in some instances from analysts, that was higher than Tyler Warren, that he was the better tight end. I think Denzel and I had a conversation about that too, about Colston Loveland being the better tight end, depending on what you need and want, right? In your tight end. So
Dallas is on the clock then now, huh?
Tyler Warren to the Cowboys makes some sense, or they got to take a running back here.
They take Omarion Hampton. How surprised would you be if Dallas took Shador right here?
That'd be crazy. That would be wild.
Because here's the thing, because with Dak, it's kind of uncertainty.
And Deion Sanders, he played for the Cowboys.
Right.
Maybe he wants to come coach the Cowboys next year.
We need to get OG on the podcast and let us. How do you feel about Colston Loveland?
You want to get on?
No, Dad, you want to hop on the podcast? We're gonna let me. How do you feel about Colston Loveland? Here, we're gonna have Pops come on real quick.
We're gonna do a quick switch. I'm gonna get a slice of pizza.
Yeah, go ahead. Stuff your face. Yeah, stuff your face. So Colston Loveland, you are a Chicago Bear.
We're gonna let the Bears fans discuss this
As they-
Loveland pick.
As they're announcing the pick, and Green Bay Packers fans are booing. You can boo all you want. You can boo all you want. We're coming for those ass whoopings. So 6'5", 248, smooth mover, rangy athlete, Mark Andrews comparison. Mark Andrews is a good tight end. So here comes OG. Hey, Dad, how we feeling about Colston Loveland to the Chicago Bears? No, you don't need it.
Oh man, this draft is crazy, but hey, I believe in Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson, so
Look at his routes.
that's who they wanted for the offense, and I think that he's going to be a great piece for us.
Yeah, a lot of people are on X saying F Ryan Poles, but here's the thing. He built the offensive line. That's what we wanted from him. He got Ben Johnson, the hot ticket. So what's wrong with this pick? And you still have two. You didn't trade up. You didn't trade down. You still have 2 second-round picks, so we can still get a running back if we want to.
Well, we still got basically 3 more picks.
Right.
I mean, we got 3 good picks we're going to get, and I'm sure that we're going to get a running back in the second round.
Right.
I'm sure that we're going to get an edge rusher or safety or something like
Right.
that. But, yeah, man, I'm shocked, though, man. I thought it would be Tyler, man, because they talked about
Right.
how good he would be, but maybe that was just a smokescreen.
Yeah. And when you're watching his tape, and I haven't really paid attention to Colston Loveland because I was really set on Tyler Warren, but really good route runner, really good hands, especially contested catches. Look at these routes that he's running, right? Really smooth. So it's a little bit different than what we already have from Cole Kmet. You know, Cole Kmet's more of a possession tight end. He's not really smooth with his routes, not really as fast as Colston Loveland. Now you have a complement with Cole Kmet. Two different things.
You know who this guy is? He's Sam Laporta 2.0.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say. Sam Laporta. Obviously, Ben Johnson is trying to bring in guys that reminds him of his time with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
And this is a very good comparison. Sam Laporta, look what he was able to do with Laporta. Very athletic tight end, really good route runner, good hands and contested catches. Looks like he's going to be a good locker room guy as well. That fits the culture. I trust Ben Johnson here. I'm not going to overreact to a pick before I even see the guy play.
Exactly.
So that's one thing that the Bears fans have to understand here.
Right. Yeah, it is what it is, and I trust Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles, and I think if they love it, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So when it says clearly Ben prefers Loveland, so I'm good. And that's the thing. This is a Ben Johnson pick, and he's at home celebrating with his family. This is a good fit for him too.
Yep.
Especially with Ben Johnson in the fold. He should be very happy to be a Chicago Bear.
Because he's close to Chicago too.
Exactly, being a Michigan guy.
Yep.
So Colston Loveland's a Chicago Bear. What grade would you give it?
I would give it a B+.
A B+? Yeah, you have to understand the fit too. I think that's one thing. People are so caught up on names, but like Joe said, maybe Warren wasn't a fit.
Right.
Maybe he wasn't fit. Maybe Ben Johnson's looking for someone that's more of a receiver, athletic receiver in terms of tight end, to give Caleb Williams another weapon. This is going to be yet another dynamic weapon for Caleb Williams to really maximize his talents this year.
See, but that's exactly what it was. And just like I was saying, there was a lot of analysts out there, man, that had him over Tyler Warren, saying that he was a true tight end. So
yeah,
maybe that's what they wanted, man. They wanted a true tight end.
Yeah. And here's the thing. The only negative, and someone mentioned it, the only negative about Colston Loveland, I mentioned it when we just drafted him, is that he's not dense enough. He needs to add muscle, but that's easy with professional trainers in the National Football League. So once he adds that muscle, it may be ball game. And I was thinking about Tyler Warren. He's already ready for the NFL in terms of his density, his muscle, his physicality. He's going to need to build some muscle, but that's going to be an easy fix. That's not a huge red flag for the Bears.
Right.
So yeah, the Bears select Colston Loveland. He is now a part of an offense with Caleb Williams, Cole Kmet, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, DeAndre Swift. Still have 2 second-round picks in that third-round pick. I'm with you. I'm taking Cam Scatterboo in round 2.
Yeah.
Looking ahead.
Hey, why not? That's the type of running back that you want when you play in the cold.
Yeah.
When you're playing in December and January, you
Right.
want that guy that get those 6 yards of carry.
Right.
6 plus 6 is 12.
Yeah, and he's like, the Bears have always been known for running the football and good defense, right? And obviously that thing's going to change now. That narrative's going to change about the Bears because of Ben Johnson in the fold, but he likes to run the football. And I think if you're looking for a 3-down power back, that's Cam Scatterboo, right? And with DeAndre Swift style, I think it would be a good compliment.
We'll see what happens tomorrow, man. We got a long draft. We still got 3 days of this. So, but hey, I'm going to enjoy this pick because we're probably not going to pick this high. I'm hoping that we never pick this high for a while.
Right.
That is the plan.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, you got to trust Ryan Poles. You got to trust Ben Johnson here. And I'm very happy. Welcome to Chicago, Colston Loveland. It sounds like a Bear, you know, Colston Loveland. So someone said Hampton will be gone now. And here's the thing. This is a deep running back draft class. You still have Cam Scatterboo, Travion Henderson, Quinshon Junkins. You know, the list goes on and on. The Bears, if they really want a running back, will be able to land a player. A guy that I'm hoping that kind of drops to round 2 is Josh Connerly Jr., the tackle out of Oregon as well.
Yeah.
I would really like him in round 2, maybe with the running back. I don't necessarily think we're forced to take defense in round 2. If you want a safety, you can get him probably in the later rounds as well. Maybe trading back from one of those second-round picks, and maybe because we don't have a 4th-round pick, so it would be maybe smart to trade back for one of those seconds and get a 4th. But the Bears are on a good spot. Welcome, Colston Loveland. I will probably be doing a giveaway by the end of the night of a Colston Loveland jersey, as I do for every first-round draft pick for the Chicago Bears. But Bear down, Dad. Thank you so much for hopping on. But Colston Loveland, you are a Chicago Bear.
All right, Bears fans. Thank you.
And Joe's eating pizza. He's taking a little break. And then I'm gonna also have Joe run the show maybe for a little bit, and I'm gonna eat some pizza too here soon. But once again, 52 people in here. And make sure you guys are hitting the like button, sharing the podcast so every single Bears that you know, and give me a grade of the Colston Loveland selection. Once again, you got to understand the fit, and don't hate on the move until we see the kid play. That's my one big thing. It's easy to get caught up in names like, oh, it's not the name that we wanted. But you have to understand what Ben Johnson is thinking. You have to understand what Ryan Poles is thinking. Someone says, I agree with your dad. I hope we don't pick this high again. Let's start winning. Absolutely. Someone said B+ grade. I definitely agree. I appreciate you guys so much. So let's go ahead and look at the picks real quick as they're updated now. As we all know, going once again, we have Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, pick number 2, Abdul Carter, pick number 3 to the Giants, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Ashton Jeanty to the Raiders, Armand Membu to the Jets, McMillan to the Panthers, Kelvin Banks to the Saints, and Colston Loveland is your newest Chicago Bear playing the tight end position, pairing him with Cole Kmet and Caleb Williams in Chicago. And the San Francisco 49ers also took Michael Williams out of Georgia. So once again, picking a defensive end, you know, they love their defensive end and continuing to add to their defense. Yeah, I know a lot of Bears fans are mad about the pick, but I like it. Someone said Tyler Warren. No Tyler Warren yet. Someone said is the Bears offense going to be tight end oriented? Well, if you're meaning tight end oriented, there's going to be a lot of 12 personnel sets, 2 tight end sets. Yeah, Ben Johnson has been known to run 2 tight end sets, and now you got 2, to me, pretty good tight ends. And that's the thing. You know, Colston Loveland is not your traditional, tight end, right? You're going to be able to play him in the slot and do different things with him. So, appreciate you. Thank you, man. No, it's fine. Thank you. Someone said we can get Connerly and Junkins at 39 and 41. That would be fabulous. Yeah, it would. It would. That would be a good 1-2, because here's the thing. I think Ryan Poles is ready to prioritize offense. And he made that very clear in free agency when he upgraded the interior to offensive line. So he wants to maximize Caleb Williams. That is the big thing. That was the big thing here. Whether it was Tyler Warren or Colston Loveland, trying to maximize Caleb Williams is the key. So Tyler Warren was not the Bears pick. It was Colston Loveland. If you guys were late, Colston Loveland is the newest Chicago Bear. Obviously, we'll hear from him probably in the next couple of days in his introduction as the newest Chicago Bear. And, of course, the Bears picked 39, 41, and 72 in rounds 2 and 3. So the Niners pick Michael Williams, 11th overall out of Georgia. Now they have Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. And now Michael Williams is definitely a dominant edge presence. I know that the Bears were, I think they brought him in for a visit as well at one point in time. So now the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. And the pick is in for the Cowboys. Here, 1 second. Oh, wow. Dallas likes that. Dallas likes their big boys. Dallas likes their big boys, and this is a reach. The Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker out of Oklahoma. Is Oklahoma or Alabama? My apologies. Alabama. And he was talked about in round 1 for the longest time, and they kind of died.
No, they said his staff was like shoot back up.
Yeah, he kind of died for a little bit. I haven't heard about him. So Tyler Booker, guard out of Bama.
Wow.
Is a Dallas guy. I need to try and make sure their offensive line is good because I know they have a lot of aging players on the offensive line. I'm trying to make sure it's set.
Well, Zach Martin retired, and they drafted a lineman last year, so we'll see how the Cowboys love them damn offensive linemen.
Yeah, got the garage open. Someone on.
Hey, man, if the Chargers don't go trade up for Tyler Warren. Man, he's just sitting there for us.
Yeah, obviously Bears fans are kind of unhappy about Colston Loveland. It's okay.
I don't think you should be upset at Colston Loveland. Like I said, it's not. It's. I feel like tight end was 1A, 1B. You know, however you had Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland ranked, there wasn't really much of a difference. You know.
It's a shock, like because he wasn't talked about.
Yeah.
Col- I think once we see him play in this offense, they're like, "Oh, Colston Loveland." You know, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Every fan base has. You know, every fan base does it.
It's definitely sad when you don't get the player you want, but
So, with the Cowboys situation, Zach Martin did just retire. So this is a Zach Martin replacement.
yeah,
So it makes a lot of sense. And this is why the Cowboys always have good offensive lines because they continue to invest.
Do you think that Tyler Booker was the better pick over Greg Zabel?
Yeah, I would say because of Gray Zabel, I think they're saying he may play center. Gray Zabel's another guy
Yeah,
that would be cool in round 2 if he drops.
he's going first.
I think he's going first, but he's a massive presence.
Yeah.
Massive presence. Someone said in Ben we trust, and that's the thing. Don't stress. In Ben Johnson we trust.
Yeah.
Here, Bears fans, 1 second. Go ahead and you can take it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely look into Colston Loveland highlights. He had good seasons with Michigan. He didn't have the best season last year because the Michigan didn't have a quarterback. Tyler Booker to the Cowboys. You know the Cowboys love them old linemen. Keek will be right back, guys. Someone said if the Bears were bent on wasting a 10 pick, should have picked Mike Green or someone like that.
Too much character concern.
Yeah, I feel like if you take a guy like Mike Green, he had 16 and a half, 17 sacks, but yeah, he had character concerns. I don't really know if that's someone the Bears are really looking at the 10th pick.
This is a Ben Johnson pick.
Cowboys are smart to build the O-line. Yeah, definitely. Building a good O-line is definitely the key to being, a top offense in the NFL. And the Cowboys, they always love picking those O-linemen.
Early on in the process,
Zach Martin retired. Tyrone Smith, he retired. They lost a lot of their key pieces on that O-line. The Cowboys had a very good O-line for a long time, and they're probably trying to get back to that. C minus, is that for the Colston Loveland pick? You guys are giving him a C minus? Yeah, Bears fans, I think you guys should be excited. You got an offensive-minded coach and Ben Johnson, and you just look at that Lions offense and how well they ran. I mean, Sam Laporta had 1,000 yards in his rookie year. I know he didn't have the best year last year, but they have a lot of weapons and they know how to use them. Who was threatening and taking that high? I think more could have been done.
Exactly. No, spending the money on him.
The Bears needed their trenches addressed. We wasted all these number one picks. We wasted all these number one picks on offense. Wasted. I mean, guys, you can't say it's a waste. I mean, you haven't even seen the guy play. You got a new coach, an offensive-minded coach. I mean, maybe last year Odunze, he wasn't utilized the way he should have been. DJ Moore wasn't. Keenan Allen wasn't. You got an offensive-minded coach now. This isn't Matt. This isn't Matt Eberflus's offense. Yeah, I mean, if you think the pick was too valuable, maybe the Bears could have traded down and got more draft capital. But if they thought Colston Loveland was a guy that was too good to be passed up, you know, why not? Can't sugarcoat this, bro. Just wasted pick. Should have traded up for Genty, deeply heartbroken. Yeah, I think the Bears did try to, trade up for Genty. Just ultimately it didn't come together. Obviously, the Jags had a package ready to go up to get Travis Hunter. Yeah, Tyler Warren is definitely the more physical out of the two tight ends. For sure. Yeah, Lorenzo, I think you're right there. He says, I'm okay with the pick. Yes, I wanted them to get Genty, but in the long run, there's several good quality running backs in this draft.
I got pizza in my mouth. Damn it.
I was trying to take the fort for you, bro. But yeah, this draft class is loaded with running backs.
Hey.
It's my guy.
We have breaking news.
Breaking news, huh? Is it the Chargers trading up?
Breaking news. The Miami Dolphins. Wait, you said the Dolphins? The Miami Dolphins.
You guys traded up, Denzel?
The Miami Dolphins have selected Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Oh, shit.
We're going to skip a pick because I missed a couple of picks. I'm going to skip a pick. The Colts got gifted a freaking gift, and they got Tyler Warren at 14. They are jumping for joy.
They already took him?
Yeah.
The Colts already took him?
The Colts took Tyler Warren.
Damn, man.
And then number 13, let's see. Someone said there's a lot of Bears fans saying that the Bears got their Brock Bowers. Like he's that type of style. Not like as good, but
wow. I bet you the Colts ran to the podium when Miami took Kenneth Grant.
who was number 12?
Tyler Booker.
Tyler Booker.
Yeah.
So Dolphins took Kenneth Grant, which is kind of
Wow, I can't
high.
believe
Not
Kenneth Grant.
Kenneth Grant 13, and then Colts take Tyler Warren. Colts take Tyler Warren.
That's two of my guys. I told you I wanted the Chargers.
You'll be okay. Reload. He says I'm heartbroken. Just reload on faith. You're all right.
You can't be heartbroken. You never even. You got to watch the guy play in the offense.
He'll be the first one when Colson Lovin scores his touchdown. He'll be like,
Hey.
let's go.
Hey, tomorrow. Kenneth Grant high at 14, but you're okay with 11 at 10?
Absolutely. Prince, shout out. I don't know how to spell your name. I'm definitely okay with Colston Loveland because we have to understand this is a Ben Johnson pick. We wanted Ben Johnson, right? This is the result of Ben Johnson. It's Sam Laporta 2.0. Did you watch Ben Johnson in Detroit? Did you watch how he used Sam Laporta? If not, then tone it down a little bit. Just watch him play. Just watch him play.
Damn, I can't believe Miami took Kenneth Grant.
Kenneth Grant, yeah. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Kenneth Grant's a great player.
Bolt up. We got one Chargers fan in here.
Hey, no more rope.
So bolt up, bro.
Out of here. Moving on up. All moving to Miami, right?
So the Colts wind up with Tyler Warren. That's great for them. Like that I would be very happy as a Colts fan right now that he dropped to you.
Well, here's the thing. They was either going to take him or
Colts.
Colston.
Right.
They were taking.
Hey,
one of those tight ends.
like I said, if you know anything about this draft, they've been constantly repeating it. The running back class is loaded this year. Don't be too sad that you missed out on Genty. You can easily get a guy like Trayvon Henderson tomorrow, Quinshawn Judkins, Caleb Johnson, Cam Scatterboot. There's running backs all over this draft. Even though their name's not Ashton Genty, this running back class is loaded.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Cam Scatterboot. Watch out for Cam Scatterboot. The only reason why I keep saying Cam Scatterboot because look what once again Ben Johnson in Detroit, David Montgomery. That bruiser back. That he's gonna get 6 yards of carry. I wanted a tight end in general. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you're screaming for Warren. Now I'm cool with Loveland. I was cool with any tight end. I just choose as a fan to trust my coaches, to trust my general manager.
Right.
I don't know why people are so heartbroken about Loveland. This happens every year. This happens every year.
I mean, this is how you got to look at it. Just think of the Bears offense now. Now you got DJ Moore, Rome Odunze. You got Cole Kmet, Colston Loveland. You know, you guys revamped the O-line for the most part. It's just another weapon for Caleb Williams. Man, I can't believe the Colts got Tyler Warren, man. Fuck. Trying to think who's left.
Someone said, is this Charlize?
Yeah. That's Chargers Rock.
I'm going to block you on my stream.
Thanks, Charlie's brother.
I'm going to block you on the stream. Saying that nonsense.
At least you didn't say the Vikings.
Someone said the Bears needed trenches help, in my opinion. Brothers, we have 39, 41, and 72 in a deep defensive line class and a deep running back class. You're not forced. Ooh. Damn.
Look away.
Yeah, look away right now.
Oh my God.
They're still tomorrow. They can still add to the trenches tomorrow.
That guy is a beast. Do not look at the screen if you're watching the draft. They're showing Tyler Warren highlights.
Someone said, are they going to use him is the question. These are the Bears.
You guys got Ben Johnson.
We got Ben Johnson. So
re-ask yourself that question.
Right. We're not dealing with Matt Eberflus. We're not dealing with Shane Waldron. We're not dealing with Thomas Brown. We're not dealing with who else? Mike Marks that trades away his tight ends. We're not dealing with none of those fools. We're dealing with Ben Mother effing Johnson.
Good pick by the Colts. Too bad Anthony Richardson can't get him the ball.
That's messed up. He said, too bad he can't give him the ball. Once again, Bears fans, I want to give a huge shout out to you guys for sticking with us for the duration of this draft. You know, once again, the Bears did pick Colston Loveland, but thank you guys so much for sticking with me here on round one of the 2025 NFL draft right here on Keek on the Mic. I want to give a huge shout out to once again the Hawaiian State series, the book series from my old media teacher, Mr. Chambo. Once again, it's a 5-book series with the premise of what if the Hawaiian monarchy had held on to their power. You can find this whole series on Amazon for $14.99 or free on Kindle as well. I think it's a really good deal. Once again, if you're a teacher, I would take advantage of this opportunity for middle schoolers, for high schoolers. Get those class sets. But once again, the link is in the description of the live stream. So make sure you guys go check out the Hawaiian State series.
7 more picks until my team picks. It's a weird feeling, you know, picking towards the bottom when you picked at number 5 last year.
Right. I like it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and look at over the picks again. The top of the draft. So obviously Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Ashton Genty. And then this is when things start getting interesting. Amon Membu, McMillan, Kelvin Banks, and obviously Colston Loveland was probably a shock to a lot of people. Michael Williams, Tyler Booker, Kenneth Grant, and now Tyler Warren, and now the Atlanta Falcons at 15 are on the clock. What are they going to do?
I think that what you just showed, it's definitely been a shakeup of a draft so far. Like a lot of these guys were supposed to be more towards, you know, the bottom half of the first round. Like Tyler Booker was more 20 to 32. Kenneth Grant, I've been seeing him projected to the Chargers all week.
Right.
You know, even Colston Loveland, he's been a guy like 18 to 22. But I mean, this is how the draft goes, guys. It's unpredictable.
It's not based off of fan want. It's based off what the team needs and how they can fit in the system. So
and that's what Bears fans have to remember. You know, obviously Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham, they had Colston Loveland as tight end 1 on their big board, or as the best player available on their big board
Right.
for that pick.
Right. So here's the thing that's going to get interesting. You have the Steelers at 21, and none of these teams need Shador. The Cardinals don't need a Shador. Bengals don't need Shador. Seahawks, maybe. No, they got Sam Darnold, but maybe they bring him in to sit behind. I don't know. Tampa doesn't need Shador. Denver needs Shador. No, I'm just kidding. Denver doesn't need Shador Sanders. Pittsburgh may get Shador Sanders at 21.
Yeah, I just can't believe that. I can't believe he's falling into their lap.
Get him out to move up. You know, so that's what you gotta love about the NFL draft. It's very unpredictable.
But these 5 Falcons, Cardinals, Bengals, Seahawks, Bucks could be all people that move back right now. To maybe the Giants, or maybe even the Browns. The Saints might want to move back in.
Yeah, I think the further he gets, the more maybe people will trade back in.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Left.
I want to see who's left on the board here.
My guy Will Johnson still left. Walter Nolan.
So here's my question to you, Bears fans. Despite his off-field issues, if Mike Green gets to the bottom of the first, do you trade back in for him? Adam Marshall. Do you take that risk and see what it would take to move back in? Yeah, how bad is the assaults, the off-field issues? But would that be intriguing for Bears fans to move back in? And there's a lot of good edge rushers. You got the edge rusher, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Emma Warry, South Carolina. You got Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M. You got the kid from Boston College. Obviously, the receiver that you like, Luther Burden, can be a good player in maybe the second round, maybe even late first. Who knows?
Yeah, I like Luther Burden.
I think the player that we also need to talk about, just in general, is Travion Henderson being a first-round pick. So I think someone's going to bite on Travion Henderson as the Falcons are almost a minute left.
I'm still shocked at the lack of trades that have happened. I mean, they've been talking about all these trades that are going to happen. Maybe Atlanta. I think Atlanta might trade right here. Look at the clock's running down.
Right. So here's a good point that I did not know. Loveland is 21 years old. Warren is already 23. Plays a big factor. Age plays a factor sometimes in these picks.
Guy that's 2 years younger.
Right. So, Travion, what do you think the Falcons are thinking here?
Looks like they might be thinking of a trade. Looks like they're looking at maybe a trade. A minute left on the clock for Atlanta. Did they trade this pick right here? Could somebody be coming up for Shador? Maybe Jackson Dart. Who's trying to move up? There's a lot of good players left on the board.
Yeah.
A lot of good players left on the board.
Walker, Barron, Campbell, Marion Hampton. Oh.
Matthew Golden, Will Johnson, Egbuka.
Marion Hampton may fall right into the Broncos' lap, too. He may fall right into the Broncos' lap, which kind of sucks for your division.
I ain't worried about it.
So, Colston Loveland just had an interview with the media for the Bears already, and he already said that Ben Johnson told Colston Loveland that he reminds him of Sam Laporta over the phone. Like, Bears fans, let's be honest here. Like, that's why they picked him.
Yep, familiarity. Pick is in for the Falcons here.
So here we go. The Falcons with the 15th overall pick finally address pass rush as they take Georgia DN Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker is an Atlanta Falcon here. So, good pick. They definitely needed the edge rush help.
Yeah. I just seen their last 4 picks, first round, were offensive players. So,
right.
I mean,
So
address the defense
finally addressed the defense. So 15 is Jalen Walker, the DN out of Georgia. Any teams kind of do any teams strike you that either are going to trade up or maybe trade back into the first round here?
Yeah, definitely. Like, Cleveland, New Orleans, maybe even the Bears get back in the first, just because all you guys have extra draft capital.
Yeah. I would love for the Bears to trade back in and get Marion Hampton.
Yeah, that'd be a good pick for you guys. Yeah.
To really maximize your offense, you take care of 2 needs in tight end and running back.
I think it kind of just depends what the price is. Maybe move back into the first.
So Atlanta Takes Jalen Walker at 15. Get a little D and edge help there in Atlanta. Obviously, they did just lose Grady Jarrett, their D tackle, to the Chicago Bears. They released them. So probably trying to reshuffle their defensive line over there a little bit.
Get younger.
Right. It's smart. It's smart to get younger.
Man.
How you feeling? How you feeling about the Chargers coming up? There's a couple. We're getting close.
I mean, there's still some guys I see that I like, definitely. I mean, Igbuka's still on the board. Will Johnson's still on the board.
How about Will Johnson?
Yeah.
Will Johnson. You were hoping Kenneth Grant, but he went a little higher than you expected.
Yeah.
I hope that if they do keep Doug, I hope Doug go get Bobby Jackson and be his second in charge.
So Jalen Walker is Atlanta Falcon, and now we're on pick 16. The Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals is an interesting spot, interesting team.
It says the Chargers are going to give us the pick so we can get Hampton. Someone said that. Chargers aren't trading back that far, guys. You want us to trade from 22 to 39? I don't think so.
Let me ask, Dad, how you feeling? How you feeling about maybe a trade up for a Marion Hampton to get back into the first? And I think what somebody was saying is that there was no action. There was no action at 10 for a trade back because the thing is, the Colts are like, okay, no one else needs a tight end in this range from 10 to 14. So we're gonna get Loveland or Warren. So we're not gonna trade up with you. You know, so that's what kind of screwed the Bears in that situation in terms of they did want to trade back.
Broncos take Hampton before Chargers on the clock. Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't be upset at it.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying we didn't like our pick, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine if you don't like it. Not everyone's gonna like everything. Not everyone's gonna like everything. It's okay.
Damn. It says Jalen Walker becomes the first player from the University of Georgia that the Falcons have taken in the first or second round since 1966.
So the Arizona Cardinals. Interesting team.
Yeah, what do the Cardinals need? I don't really know too much what the Cardinals need right now. Maybe defense? Do they go corner?
Maybe corner. What could Will Johnson be a play here? It would be a good pick. And right now, my Denver Bronco brother-in-law, he's pacing because he wants a Marion Hampton, so he's kind of pacing right now. Cincinnati could be in play.
Hey, we see
maybe, yeah.
We see how North Carolina running back worked out there last time.
I think the Bears are going to trade with Tampa Bay and take a Marion Hampton right for Denver. Cam Scatterboo to Denver. Cam Scatterboo, baby.
The Relinda.
And Cam Scatterboo, baby. Still some good players on the board. I think Mike Green's gonna be a second rounder. I think those allegations are gonna right.
Now hold on. If at 39, you there at 39?
I'm taking him. I'm taking that risk.
I'm taking that risk.
Absolutely.
I've seen him mock to Cincy right here.
Absolutely. Who?
Green.
Mike Green.
I've seen him mock to Cincy.
Someone's gonna take the risk because what he did last season on Marshall was impressive. It's impressive.
If the Bengals take an edge rusher though, but what if the Bears maybe go call about Trey Hendrickson?
So just a little intel, like Colston Loveland.
I know he does.
And he's 30.
I know he wants 30 mil. For
Colston Loveland on Caleb Williams real quick. He said, stud, I love his game. Just watching him throughout college. He's that man, and I'm super excited. The arm talent on him, super smart, does everything the right way from what I can tell. So I'm super excited. He gave me a call a little bit ago, so we're looking to build that bond and just get with him and help the Bears win. Colston Loveland on Caleb Williams.
Pick is in for the Cardinals.
So the pick is in for the Cardinals.
You know who it is?
We're about to find out.
For the Cardinals?
Just sell everybody. Start over.
Yeah. This Kyler. This could be Kyler Murray's last year as a Cardinal.
So here we go. Interesting. The Cardinals are taking defensive tackle Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss. Out of Ole Miss.
Damn.
That's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Man, the board is. Some of the draft is not falling how I want it to fall for sure.
Yeah, someone said love to comment on from Caleb. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited.
Walter Nolan.
And that's the thing. Caleb Williams has so many weapons to throw to.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
That's what I said. You got DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Tyler. I mean, sorry, not Tyler Warren. Colston
Loveland and
Komet.
Cole Kmet, yeah. And even DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And who knows what we're going to get at running back in the draft.
Right.
My brother-in-law is pacing right now. It's not Omarion Hampton. I already know the pick.
How do you know the pick is 4 ahead?
They're 4 ahead. I'm just not telling you. Who do I think it is? I think I think Will Johnson's in play or D tackle's in play.
Man,
Just because you guys, you're corner 2.
don't get me wrong. If the Broncos get Will Johnson paired up with Patrick Surtain,
That's what I'm saying. There's some intrigue. There's some intrigue there. So Walter Nolan to the Cardinals. I think that's outstanding pick.
yeah,
I liked Walter Nolan do the draft process.
I like.
I think it's a good spot for him.
Man, both the D tackles I want gone.
I would assume, because they can't stop. No, Will Johnson. There we go. That could be a good spot. Will Johnson to Cincinnati possibly here.
I think they're going edge.
Yeah, I think the Bears are going to be patient and get running back tomorrow because we have those 3 big picks, 39, 41, and 72. So it's going to be a fun day here on the stream.
They got to compare to Matt Buki from the Ravens. Man, Walter Nolan, man, he was a beast. Look at that.
Yeah. Walter Nolan has some good pass rush arsenal. Pretty good again. Gets to run. My dad just went outside and went to his truck and he came out with a pack of
Eminem.
And it's funny, those are the family share size. He's not gonna share. How much you want to bet? Ask him, hey, Dad, you would share?
I can't say what he.
Hey, Dad, you guys share those family size M&Ms? Oh, you see, he heard me. All right, so I think the pick is in, or are they on the clock? Let's see. So let's see the picks. So Walter Nolan. So the next upcoming picks, we have 17 the Bengals, 18 the Seahawks, 19 the Bucks, and then obviously the Broncos at 20.
Man.
He's higher than Omarion Hampton, but at the same time, you guys kind of need that running back. You need that running back. Not really, but
He's all right. Will Johnson. That's my favorite.
is that your friend?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, hey, I'm glad that you're his friend because I thought someone said Joe don't need no M&Ms. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. Like I said, I'm gonna be live tomorrow and Saturday as well. But Saturday is gonna be kind of long because I think the Bears only have 5 and 2 sevenths. A 5 and 2 sevenths. Yeah, Saturday's gonna be kind of a long process, but
You guys don't have a fourth?
no, we don't have a 4th round pick.
Unless we trade one of those 2.
Yeah.
I can't believe Shador is really just falling into the Steelers' lap.
And that's the thing. I think Shador Sanders is going to the Steelers. I think right now you're kind of seeing the alignment, unless there's any more curveballs where
How
people are
shocked
going.
would you be if he wasn't the pick?
How about Jackson Dart?
No, I'm saying if the Steelers don't go quarterback at all.
They definitely don't need. Do they need to? Who's your quarterback right now?
Oh, yeah.
Mason Rudolph.
Oh, it's only they don't have anybody because they lost Justin Fields and they didn't re-sign Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be Ibuka too is nice. I think he's gonna go to the Chiefs. Watch. Tell me if I'm crazy. Cam Scatterboo to the Chiefs
Man,
or
hell
Travion Henderson to the Chiefs.
No. No.
Travion Henderson to the Chiefs.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't want the Chiefs to get anybody. Can we just skip the Chiefs pick? Shit.
That's kind of funny. Is that the Raiders got Genty, Broncos may get Marion Hampton, and those are the two 1A, 1B running backs in the draft this year. And then let's say the Chiefs get Travion.
And we get nobody.
Well, you better pick a D tackle to stop the run.
Yeah, we get nobody. Najee.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Chambo's in the chat. He says
Chargers trading back.
Chargers trading back.
I hope so.
All right, here we go. With the number 17 overall pick, the Bengals finally take defense by selecting Texas A&M star Shamar Stewart. Shamar Stewart. They finally go defense.
He says make Joe wait. Yeah, if that's the case, me and Bubba actually might make it through a full draft this year.
Yeah, right. We're gonna make it through. We're at pick 17 now. Shamar Stewart going to the Cincinnati Bengals, and now pick number 18. And the pacing is starting to increase for Denzel. He's kind of making me nervous over here.
Got two picks.
Pacing.
Two more picks, Denzel.
So the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. They don't need a running back. They may take Shamar Stewart, DN from Texas A&M.
The Bengals could. The Seahawks.
Maybe.
Yeah, they do need a receiver.
Maybe. Yeah, because they lost DK Metcalf. Maybe they go Ibuka with.
And he played with.
Yep.
He played with JSN at Ohio State.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Ding, ding, ding.
Egbuka.
Ring-a-ling-ling. Ding, ding, ding.
Nah, I want Egbuka.
You want Egbuka?
I want somebody. Shit.
Egbuka.
I know. Give me a playmaker, man.
Not that I don't like the pick, man, but how did I know that they were
Look,
going to go to
hey.
someone off the wall?
Yeah.
The difference
Yeah.
the difference between their stats is one guy didn't have a quarterback, and Penn State had Drew Allar. That's why Tyler Warren's production was so much better.
It's about fit, guys. I don't understand why you guys are so confused about that. It's about scheme fit. Colston Loveland literally just said it in his press conference with the media. He said, the first thing Ben Johnson said to me was, you remind me of Sam Laporta. He didn't say that about Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
He did say Tyler Warren's the ultimate football guy. I'm not saying they didn't like Tyler Warren. I'm just saying he saw similarities.
But just like I said, what he was saying about him could have been smoke screen so someone else could.
Exactly. Yeah, someone said spot on, Keith. Thank you, Doug. Is Doug the guy's name from The Hangover? Doug. All right, so the Bengals finally go defense, and that's good because they were giving up like 30 plus a game, so they needed some edge rush help.
Maybe they don't trade whatchamacallit.
I'll take him. I'll give you a 3. I'll give you the 72.
I heard Seattle's a trade back partner. Maybe Seattle trades right here.
Maybe. Denzel, are you okay? You're making me nervous, bro. Why you're blocking the TV.
You got 2 more, Denzel.
You got 2 more. Right. You want to know your pick? I need 1 of 3. Do you want me to tell you your pick when it comes up, or do you want Roger Goodell to tell you? You don't like Roger Goodell? You want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you with excitement? Like, you want me to bring the heat? The heat? Okay, you want me? Okay, I got you. It's gonna be Will Johnson or
No. I'll be like, I'll take Will. No.
I'm trying to think.
I want Will Johnson.
Why do I feel like the Broncos would take a risk on Mike Green?
They could.
So Shamar Stewart, you know what's going through his head? You see that nod that he did when he got up? He's like, yeah, these motherfuckers passed on me. I'm going to prove these motherfuckers wrong. And 16, that's what they're thinking.
Hey, just don't be like Amon-Ra St. Brown. You're 5 years in the league,
right. Still looking at who picked in front of you. Yeah. Remember, what was the quarterback's name?
Who?
I forgot his name. He went to the Cardinals. He's like, oh, there was 9 mistakes ahead of me.
Rosen.
Yeah. He's like, there was 9 mistakes ahead of me.
Fuck, you were the biggest.
Yeah, you were the mistake. You were the mistake.
The only one that could talk is the one that went on the Super Bowl, man, when he played the Bears, that's what went.
Yep. I remember when Patrick Mahomes came to Chicago, and I remember he looked at the sideline and he went. That's when he had like 2 rings or 3 rings.
No, you're talking about. I got picked late.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He went. I was like, wow. All right, restart. I was like, we have to restart it.
No.
Yeah, it's freezing up. It's freezing up, Denzel. So Seattle's on the clock.
Someone just said that they're looking to trade down.
And the Seattle is possibly looking to trade down here. Who they got to trade down with? Is Denver getting antsy here? Because at this point, Denver could probably give up less, next to nothing to move up a couple of spots. It won't take a lot unless they're just gonna be patient. You still got Henderson and Amarion.
Did it freeze? Man, that
Look at he's over here saying Will Johnson now. Look at he's like yeah.
because that would be insane.
So the Seahawks are open to moving back, and so are the Bucks. Okay, Bucks. I'll give you what you want. Give me, hey, give me that pick, and I'll give you next year's second. No, I was kidding.
More technical difficulties.
This is what streaming does, though. Denzel's like, you better turn this TV back on. Though.
I'm trying to get by. We're about to pick 2. Shit.
Yeah, you guys are stressed. Hey, I ain't stressed.
Oh, glitching. Direct TV.
I know. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my phone when we pick. Shit.
So Peter Schrager said my favorite pick of the draft so far is Colston Loveland to the Chicago Bears. Said I absolutely love this. It's about fit. It's Ben Johnson. It's the Ben Johnson effect. People know what he's gonna do with him. Is the thing.
Seahawks pick is in.
Seahawks pick is in. Yep, pick is in, and the Bucks are on the clock, so they're not trading back. Who the Seahawks take here?
I think it's Agbuka.
Oh, damn. Damn,
Don't tell me,
Denzel.
Don't tell me they took Omarion Hampton with Kenneth Walker.
Damn.
Charbonnet. They took Omarion Hampton? Did they? Bro, you're lying.
Oh, wow. The Seattle Seahawks are taking Gray Zabel. North Dakota State.
I was like, dude, there's no way.
They're taking Gray Zabel. So they get protection. Versatile with the potential to play all 5 positions on the offensive line. That dude he's like 6'6", 6'7". Maybe even, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast. Good pick.
Yeah, Gray Zabel's a good pick for them. I love that. Could play all 5 positions, dude. I think he's gonna be a center though. He's gonna be a big ass center.
I'm kind of so far with this draft. So
6'8", dude, center. That's crazy.
Do you feel like this draft is kind of like a stick and pick kind of draft?
Yes, because they're like, you know what? Let's not trade back because it's not. They said it's a lot of good players, not a lot of elite players. Right. Is the thing. Like, so in the top 10, that's where you had your elite guys, and there's not a lot of elite finds.
You only had about 9.
Right.
I think I'm feeling pretty comfortable here with the Chargers pick coming up.
Gray Zabel. I wonder why they opted not to go receiver. Maybe because they know they can get a guy in round 2, possibly. So just take the, protect.
Damn, he's a 5 position flex kind of.
That's why I said, yeah, he plays all 5. But I think they're gonna say he's gonna play center.
Look at that. Nice block.
Yeah, look at that. Finishing. Yeah.
Nice block.
And think about what the Seahawks have still. They still have Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Right?
They want to run the ball.
They still, they still have some guys over there. They want to run the football. Who's their quarterback now, though?
Darnold.
Is that who they got?
Yeah.
Yep. So they're trying to protect Sam Darnold.
I've been seeing Tampa Bay projected like receiver, but do they even need a receiver? They still got Evans and Godwin. Who? They re-signed Godwin. Oh, they did. They did it. Yeah. I still can't believe Shador is just falling. And I mean, I haven't been high. I haven't been.
Didn't have to do shit.
Man.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Mark Andrews. You want to get traded, Mark Andrews?
Ball. How the fuck you dropped that?
Yeah.
You don't get no easier throw than that.
Mr. Chamberlain says Shador has too much drama.
Too much drama.
He's gonna come with the entourage. You know, that's the thing about Shador. But I think Mike Tomlin over there is he'll handle him.
That's why they said it. Tomlin is a military man. His dad was a military man.
Right.
He was brought up in the military.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy how they, like you said, they don't even have to give up nothing to get him. He's just
Right.
falling into their lap.
That's how it works sometimes. Sometimes you don't have to do anything.
Get richer.
Kind of like Colston Loving to the Bears. We got to do anything. We didn't have to trade up for him.
Yep. It's a good pick.
Oh man, I'm funny.
Like I said, I think the Bears keeping those 2 second-round picks is going to play a big advantage.
It's gonna be huge. Because there's still going to be some good players on the board at 39 and 41.
Yeah.
And then people, I guarantee you, somebody's going to come knocking and we're going to be able to trade down and still stay close and get a 4th round pick.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. You could always trade back. You could always trade down from those second-round picks if you needed to.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the Bears are on a good spot tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be fun.
I'm keeping 39.
So the Buccaneers are picking.
They're picking.
They're not trading back. There are some conversations about trading back, but they are going to pick. They're going to stick it. They're going to stick and pick.
I keep hearing about all these damn trades, but let's see it. Shit.
Yeah, we only had that one big trade.
No.
Yeah, it was just within the top 10.
Jacksonville fucked this whole draft up.
Man, they just had to have Travis Hunter.
Right.
He's gonna be one of them players that die out in Jacksonville.
Johnny, man. He gonna be able to do all that shit that he did in college and
Yeah.
So here we go. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are at pick number 19 now of the 2025 NFL draft.
We're hanging in there, guys.
We're hanging in there. We're about to hear the Broncos pick. We're about to hear the Chargers pick.
Let's go.
I'm thinking punter for the Chargers. You know, hey, we picked a punter last year. It was in round 4, but hey, he was our best player. Yeah, he was our best weapon we had. All right.
I want Jake Moody's brother for the Chargers. You think that'd be a good pick,
yeah.
bro?
What?
Jake Moody's brother?
What was it?
Hell no.
What was it? Field goal kicker's name for the Raiders that went in the first round?
Oh, Janikowski.
Janikowski. Give me his son.
Here we go. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The fucking Buccaneers.
Who's that take?
Emeka Egbuka,
Did
wide
they?
receiver out of Ohio State.
Fuck. Did they really?
Yes, do you think I'm fucking with you?
Bro.
Yeah.
They don't even need a receiver.
So Marion Hampton is on the board for you, and I guarantee you pass.
Yeah. Broncos
Says-
straight back.
Doug says, who's your favorite classic Charger player? LaDainian Tomlinson, baby.
Yeah, so the Bucks take wide receiver Emeka Egbuka at 19, adding him with Mike Evans.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
And Chris Godwin, too. That's a good receiving core right there. Because now he doesn't have to be your number one right now. You can just groom him the right way. And then when Mike Evans retires, he'll be ready to go. And look at who Egbuka played with.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick. I like that pick for them.
That's another good weapon for Baker Mayfield.
Absolutely. So the Chargers, not Chargers, but the Broncos. Someone said, how about Marion?
Marion? I never got to see him play, man. I'm only 27.
John, you got one job.
I've heard about him though.
So, Denzel, you want me to tell you the Broncos pick when it comes up? Look at him. He's like, damn. You know what? He's going to end up being better than Cam Ward, though, because of the situation. It's all about situations. You know?
And just like people say all that shit about Patrick Mahomes wouldn't have been Patrick Mahomes on the Bears.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders Jr., the rejected will be respected. I like that. That's tough. We should get that in a shirt. The rejected will be respected. I like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I like that.
Hey, motherfucker, you come in the AFC.
That's the thing.
You
Like
coming to the AFC?
you coming where the best quarterbacks are.
I appreciate you. David Briggs said the wife and I love chilling with y'all for the draft. Keek Bears. Hey, bear down to you as well.
Yeah, sure.
Make sure you guys are just chilling. You know what I mean? Not watching me. I'm just saying. Like, don't be doing nothing crazy. But thank you. I appreciate you.
He said, Shador, hey, you're coming to AFC. You got to face Mahomes, Josh Allen. You got to
Broncos
play
pick is in.
Lamar Jackson twice, Joe Burrow twice.
Yeah, let's see. The Broncos are on the clock, and then we got the Steelers. Shador's a Steeler. If he doesn't go to the Steelers, we may have to crash out.
Show it to me before you tell them. Show it to me. Let's see. You know it already?
No. All right, here we go.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Hey, Denzel. Denzel, Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Or is it Bo Nix till we die?
Bo Nix.
Oh, it's Bo time? Is that what you guys came up with? Is it Bo time?
Damn, man.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of nervous for you guys. I think this is very obvious, and you guys have Henderson and Omarion.
You know what? Everybody thought it was obvious that we was taking Tyler Warren too.
That's why I'm like, you just never. His comparisons is his teammate, JSN. Amika Egbuka.
All right, here we go. Pick number 20. We are what? 13 picks left in round one. It's been
No, is it 32?
12. Yeah, 32.
33 is
Wha-
the first pick
what-
of the second round.
well, we're including this pick. I'm saying we have
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm not that good at math, but I knew I was talking that right. I'm not no mathematician.
Man, look at that list. Ohio State wide receivers. Man,
Look at that.
that's nice.
Yeah, they
Look at what Justin Fields had.
yeah, that's crazy. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? That guy they have now is better than all of them.
Oh, that freshman.
The freshman, he's better than all of them.
Who? Oh, Jeremiah Smith?
Yeah, he's better than all of them.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the number one overall
Yeah.
pick next year if he stays the course.
Well, shit, the Chargers better tank. Yeah, right. Herbert will get scrutinized.
Dang, the Broncos are taking a long time.
What if
They're still on the clock.
trade within the division.
They trade with the Chargers.
Yeah.
You guys get Omarion.
Oh, they'd be pissed.
Oh yeah.
They'd be pissed. Nah, they wouldn't even take that deal.
I'm trying to think. Okay.
You think is that their biggest need, Denzel? Is running back? Yeah.
You said running back's your biggest need?
Yeah. Well, estimate he can't be a 3-down back. He's too damn big. Estimate. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys had Jaleel McLaughlin. Right.
The Broncos are taking a long time here. The pick is still not in. Are they trading back?
Let's see. Let's check.
There's some noise here that the Broncos are talking. So we got Broncos, Steelers, Chargers, Packers. Dang. Some ugly teams.
We'll end it on the Packers. So,
Yeah, we're
Well,
gonna
no.
end the stream. Yeah, we're gonna
So-
stop. We're gonna take a break
so-
on the Packers.
So Chambo can't see.
Yeah, we're not gonna let Chambo see his pick. No, I'm gonna do his advertisement right when the Packers are picking.
Yeah.
They're taking a long time.
What the hell is this? Oh, it's Gino. I'm trying to see. Giants have been trying to get back into round one per source.
It's so hard to get back in the first round at times.
What do you think the Giants would give to get to right here? Jump in front of the Steelers right here. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
They may be able to do it, you know, at the end of this, at end of round one, right? When you get to pick like 20 plus, it's easier.
Right.
The thing is, though, if he doesn't get picked by Pittsburgh, then someone's gonna
Oh yeah, someone's gonna jump in.
jump in the first
Yeah.
round and get.
Shador. That look good.
Him and Dion probably already talked to Tom.
That's funny. Someone said, "How's the pizza?" It was good. And then Chambo said, "What? Yeah, we're gonna do your advertisement. No Packers pick in this podcast." It's all good. We got you, Chambo. We got you. Man, the Broncos are taking a long time. I don't.
I mean, I feel like it would be hard to decline a good package of picks right here.
Because there's multiple running backs
Yeah,
on the table. That's what I'm saying. I think they're considering. They're probably considering. They're probably talking on the phone.
You guys got a second round?
Yeah, so if the Giants,
What number?
you think the Giants will, so what the Giants would have to give up what pick do they got? 37? They got 35?
33.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Cleveland has 34, right? Because Titans would have 33.
No, not necessarily. I don't think.
Scroll down.
I don't think that. It should be the Titans, but no, it's the Browns.
Oh, it's Cleveland. Okay.
Titans are 9 until 3. Look at that. Bears 7 and 9.
Yeah, look at Cleveland. Shit, 1 and 4.
The Bears are 7 and 9 in round 2. Like that's crazy. 2 top 10 picks in round 2.
That might hurt Jacksonville.
Broncos still haven't picked. On the clock. Oh, the pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in.
The pick is
Denzel.
in.
Denzel, calm down. Calm down. Oh! I do. No way. The Denver Broncos. Oh my God, Denver. What are you doing? Hold up. I'm sorry, Denzel. 1 second. The Denver Broncos with pick number 20. No running back. They take Texas cornerback Jahdae Barron.
That's a good pick.
That's actually that's a good pick. No. Yeah, Jahdae Barron. I like him.
That's a good
I
pick.
talked about him once on my show too. When that whole trend was going about the corner, but I'm like, hey, we might have to trade back up, bro. We may have to trade back up for Marion.
He's going to the Chargers.
No, bro. Hey, Bears fans. Hey, pulse check. Do we need to trade back up for Marion?
Marion?
No, they already. No. Who? They already have homeboy.
Jacobs. Yeah, that's true.
I don't need him.
Harbaugh will want Will Johnson. Hell yeah, he will.
Denzel, pulse check. How you feeling? Are you a little bit unhappy because you had a Marion and Travion on the board, and now?
Yeah. I mean, I know he's good. That's a good pick.
Jahdae Barron is a Denver Bronco at 20, so that means Marion Hampton and Travion Harrison are both on the board. You know what? Oh, no.
Who's this guy announcing the pick? Who is that?
A lot of people are saying yes, please, about a trade up for a Marion. I don't know. Like, I know there's a deep running back class, but the further he drops, it's like, ooh, it gets more intriguing. So Denzel, it did say right here that the Broncos made calls to move up, according to Ian Rappaport. Made calls try to move out in front of the Steelers, but pick at 20 and take Texas defensive back to Jahdae Barron. Said he's extremely smart, versatile cornerback who was coached by Vance Joseph's cousin at Texas.
I know he's nice. That's the Broncos, though. They like their defensive players.
Bronco country? That's right.
That's right.
And that's what they're probably thinking. They're like, we have a good D-line, and you're still kind of helping your young quarterback because obviously you're getting them short fields, you're getting turnovers. You know?
Instinctive ball skill. Cooper DeJean is his comparison. Man, McConkey gonna route that dude.
Look at this. Look at this tracking. Give me that.
Yeah, he
He's the first corner off the board over Will Johnson.
He ain't ready to guard McConkey.
Give me that. Jahdae Barron. Give me that.
You don't want to see Lad?
Nice tackle.
Lamborghini lad.
The only thing is he conditioned? Because you can't breathe in Denver. So you got to be extra conditioned.
Will Johnson gonna end up like Quentin Johnson? I doubt it. Doesn't make any sense. Will Johnson's a corner.
Yeah, he has a heck of people. I really want to say something, but I'm not going to say it on live.
What, do you know some other Chargers?
You know what I'm thinking, right, Denzel? Yeah. You're thinking the same thing. All right, so the Steelers are on the clock.
Just take Shador and get to my pick.
You think it's Shador?
It's got to be Shador. They need a quarter. They need a quarterback.
Yeah.
They can't. Honestly, the Steelers, they can't afford to take anything else right here. They got to take a quarterback.
They don't have a quarterback. They've only got Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. They need a quarterback bad.
We're about to find out here pretty soon.
I can't believe Will Johnson's just slipping. Watch us not even take Will Johnson. Everybody thinks it's the Michigan guy because of Harbaugh.
Oh, my God.
They didn't take him?
With the number 21 overall pick,
They didn't take Shador?
the Pittsburgh Steelers select
It's got to be Shador.
Derek Harmon, defensive tackle out of Oregon.
You're lying. The pick's not even in.
Bro, say I'm lying, bro.
Oh, fuck.
They didn't take Shador. Shador, you are not a Steeler.
Wow.
Wow, that is crazy.
Well, maybe they trade back in for him. Maybe they trade back in. Damn. Another D tackle gone before the Chargers.
They said it's going to be a rush on D tackles. They said that's how good the D tackles are.
He's good.
Derek Harmon's good, but you need a quarterback. You're really saying Mason Rudolph's your starter.
That's the Cam Hayward replacement.
I mean, somebody got to be traded back.
All right,
See,
don't tell
but
me.
you know what though? You ain't seen Dart go.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's going to trade back in right there.
I think it's gonna be the Giants.
I'm tempted to trade back in for Amarion. I'm not gonna lie. I like Amarion.
I
You
think-
know they say he's like Matt Forte.
You know who's gonna
That too.
trade out? Or you know who would be a good quarterback team to get is the Rams. They should go get a quarterback. Stafford might retire.
Wow, Shador. Like what's I understand maybe some of the concerns, but like I don't think he was that bad.
Hey, all I know is the Chargers are on the clock. We got Golden on the board. We got
Will Johnson, yeah, Mike Green.
Mike Green, Hampton.
So the Chargers are on the clock as the Steelers opt to pass on Shador in favor of Derek Harmon out of Oregon.
A little bit, though, man. I want to hear
The reactions.
when they like. They think that Shador's going here too. I bet.
Someone said the Raiders took revenge against Chicago when we took Ben Johnson from them, so they took Genty.
I cannot believe they just took Derek Harmon.
Wow. You hear the crowd like, what the? Disruptive, instinctive, quick hand. He's good. He's a good player.
Chargers are on the clock, baby. Let's go.
I was hoping that he fell down. Fell to the second round.
So they said the Steelers were split on Shador. It was a split.
You need a split. You need a quarterback.
Yeah, like, what's this?
This guy's a beast too. Damn.
No, he's good. Look at him. Look at him.
A little swim move. Come here.
You remember, man, when we wanted
Solomon
Kinda reminds
Thomas.
me of Solomon Thomas.
Yeah, and he didn't end up being good. All right.
Here we go.
Pick 22.
Is it in?
The Chargers.
Don't tell me.
I remember when Joe, when they were in San Diego, he was like, the San Diego Superchargers.
Yes, sir. Who are we gonna get?
Chargers may need Shador.
Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind trading back here.
Yeah, you guys, there's a lot of good talent on the board. You could probably trade back. Denzel, how you feeling about Jade?
The Chargers are on the clock, baby.
So we got Chargers, Packers.
I think we all kind of like our pick, but we're kind of disappointed because we got these 2 picks in our head. And
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
totally different for months.
So,
This guy or this guy?
so I'm gonna say something. Green Bay may be a candidate for Mike Green because there's nothing to do in Green Bay. If he can get past his little allegations, Green Bay needs an edge rusher. Oh, because
Aiden Hutchinson's hurt.
but they get Mike Green.
Who are the Chargers gonna? Who's your prediction, bro? What do you think the Chargers take?
Oh man, it's tough. I think you guys maybe go Will Johnson
Yeah,
because Michigan connection, obviously, but that's too easy.
yeah.
That's too easy.
You think Trayvon Henderson could be a play here?
Yeah, I think Travion Henderson could be in a play. I don't know why Amarion Hampton's not. What's wrong with Amarion Hampton that we don't know?
What up with the homie Dallas? That's my guy.
All I know is that if both of these running backs drop to round 2, it's gonna get active in round 2, like trading up and.
Right now, if Henderson's
I can't handle
Kansas
that.
City pick,
Oh yeah. Rome.
Fuck this. I'm not waiting for the Chargers. I'm gonna see who they pick.
Wow.
You know it?
Wow. No. I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked about the Steelers. I think they got a good player, but I'm still
Hey,
shocked.
why they gotta go to a commercial when the Chargers pick?
Let's see. Yeah, you guys still on the clock. Yeah, so a lot of people said that this was the expectation for Shador Sanders. A lot of teams don't view him as a first-round talent.
Yeah,
That he will be like almost like how Jalen Hurts was, how he got drafted in the second.
yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't succeed. Yeah, that's it. That one was a shocker.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if the Chargers are going to trade that. Things could work out for the Bears in round 2. A lot of good players left for round 2.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm excited for tomorrow because the Bears. There's a lot of good talent on the board, and the Bears they can capitalize.
Campbell, Golden. Damn. I know the Chargers are thinking about taking Will Johnson. I know that's what they're thinking. They're probably looking through those injury concerns. Man, they're looking at Hampton. They're looking at Golden. They're looking at Will Johnson. They're like, who do we pick here?
So Bears, we do have some breaking development in regard to our Chicago Bears. Just rumors right now, but there have been whispers that if he keeps falling, the Bears are considering Amarion Hampton in a trade up, which I would be okay with personally.
Who's gonna say, hey, I'm not taking my first round pick?
The Eagles don't need who they need. They just won the Super Bowl.
The Rams always trade out of the first
Yeah,
round.
but,
I
you
see
know,
the Rams
they're
trading out. Shit, Philly would trade out. Philly, I don't.
What I gotta give up? I gotta give up both of my 2.
Nah,
No.
You could probably trade with Philly. Give it the 41 and maybe.
You give him
That
39.
fifth.
You can have 39. We'll keep 41.
Wow, you guys are all just looking at the screen. What are we doing, Chargers?
Look at Harbaugh.
Who's on the
Still
phone?
ain't there.
What are you guys thinking, Joe?
I think they're talking to Trey. Look, the dude has the phone. Trey back.
Somebody might be moving up.
I never forget, man, when the motherfuckers took Justin Herbert. This motherfucker. I was like, hey, son, I'm telling you, that motherfucker's good.
Yep,
That motherfucker's good.
he the man.
Up at work.
So here we go. Who? I don't know. Bears fans, you tell me, what would you do? You say you want to keep your second round picks, that's fine. But if we're in like 29-32 situation, he's still there. Because I'm looking at the next couple of picks. Green Bay, I think they're going to take an edge rusher. Minnesota.
I'm gonna take this off for a second, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they're struggling. They're struggling, Joe.
Wait, what is that? Teams. Come on, Chargers, trade down, get some picks, man. I would love an extra second or third round pick.
I'll give you 39 then.
I know he's mad. Come on, Harbaugh. How much do we got to trade down to take him though? Will he still be on the board?
No. So let's see.
Come on.
For the Chargers, they're still on the clock.
Come on, trade down. Trade down. I'll be happy with the trade down.
They're still on the clock here.
Oh yeah, I love my Chargers, man. Come on. The Chargers don't ever trade down. This would be a perfect scenario. 59 seconds. What are we doing here? Come on. Are we staying put or are we trading back? I think we traded back. I think so. I think we did the trade. Oh no, making a phone call.
They said pick is in.
Pick is in.
Someone said pick is in. Yeah, pick is in. Packers are on the clock, so they're gonna stick and pick. Stick and pick. And the Packers are on the clock. I will make sure not to, we're gonna do the Packers pick here in a second. We'll see. I think Packers are going D end. There's a couple of D ends on the board. They need some edge rush help. Makes a lot of sense. I think it's Will Johnson.
I think so too.
I think it's Will Johnson, cornerback. He's best player available.
I think Harbaugh cannot let a guy like that go.
They really let this clock go all the way down. They took this. They took. You guys used the whole 10 minutes to figure out who you wanted. They probably trying to drive.
There's a lot of teams that probably try to trade up right here. Let's see. Pick is in.
Yep, the pick is in. And this is the only pick that hasn't been.
I don't want to see it though. I'm gonna wait till they come out. Who we getting? All right, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, the pick is in, but nothing yet. The pick is in.
You don't know who it is?
Someone said they did Shador dirty. Yeah, they did.
You know who it is?
Let's see.
Don't tell me though. Don't tell me who it is.
Okay.
I like for it to be a surprise. I always like doing a surprise on the draft.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna make you mad. Yeah.
It's gonna make him mad.
Yes.
Is it Amarion?
Yes.
Is it? Nah, I don't know. It might be. I like Amarion Hampton though. Let's see. Oh, my phone went off. I think it's Will Johnson.
You want to know?
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Well, I've been announcing it to the people this whole time.
No,
even the Bears pick.
This
shit's the Bears podcast. This is nothing special. This is nothing special.
This one you guys gotta wait. But I don't know. They used the whole damn 10 minutes. Maybe we just gotta
Ready? With the 22nd
I know who it is.
overall pick, the Los Angeles Chargers select running back Amarion Hampton out of North Carolina with Najee Harris. That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
I like that pick. I'm on board with it.
He's in the AFC. Yep.
Damn, Will Johnson. Will Johnson was sitting right there.
Yep. Both in the AFC.
You called that.
What?
You called that.
Oh, yeah.
Because Genty's with the Raiders.
Yep. Yep. That's like
I like
Amarion
this pick.
Hampton.
I like this pick.
Amarion Hampton.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's a great pick. Big explosive back, workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. I see shades of Matt Forte too. That's just me. Hey, Kinsley. Hey. Yeah, look at this guy, man. He's a great running back.
Yeah.
See ya. Nice.
Nice. I like this pick.
Yeah, it's a good weapon for Herbert. I think he'll end up being your guys' go-to back.
Yeah.
Even with Najee in the fold. That's going to be a good 1-2 punch there. Marion Hampton's a great pick at 22. A great pick at 22 because there's a lot of people say,
Oh. Let's go. Oh,
great pick for the Chargers.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick. All right. So at number 23, the Packers are getting trade calls to trade up. I think I think he's going to be a first rounder by the end of the night. That's my bold prediction.
I want to trade back in and get my Will Johnson. Shit.
I know Will Johnson's probably a hot commodity here too.
I can't believe the Chargers actually really did pass on him.
That trade up for the Bears.
Right. And you I wouldn't trade up for Travion Henderson. There goes that chant. Go, Pat, go. Mr. Chamberlain said, congrats, Joe. As the Packers are now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. Someone said had to mute the Green Bay crowd. Yeah, you know. So Marion Hampton, there you go, bro. Marion Hampton's officially a Los Angeles Charger. Your guys' worst move this season was letting go of Stone Smart. I'll just say it here first. Yeah, you like. Yeah, let's take it all in. Take it all in.
You're the next great Bears fan. Kid.
Take it all in. Yeah. I think Quinton. So you remember when? Oh, Will Johnson has a knee issue that's concerning teams. But remember when we interviewed Homeboy before we hired Ben Johnson, and he said that on the Bears board it was Quinshon Judkins and Henderson. So that means those are probably their two guys. But once again, Ben Johnson also said all that stuff about Warren. So.
Caleb Johnson or Scatterman.
Yeah, I still think Scatterboo is higher on the Bears board than most people think. I would be pumped for Scatterboo. I'm about to go give it to some homeless people. That ain't going to waste. I'm about to give them a whole pizza. Give it out to the community.
They'll eat it.
All right, who are the Packers gonna take?
Edge rusher?
Just imagine, and this is no disrespect to you, Jambo. Just imagine wearing cheese on your head. Really take a step back and really think you're wearing cheese on your head. I can't even take it serious.
We've seen him wear it before.
You fucking cheese. Yeah, I know. It would be on my desk every day. Yeah. So, Green Bay's on the clock. Like I said, they're taking calls reportedly about trading back of teams trying to trade up, maybe for Shador, maybe for Will Johnson. It depends. Chambo says, Scatterboo is my step-nephew. No lie. Gained to Green Bay. I love cheese. Scatterboo, man. I love me some Cam Scatterboo.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
So I like Campbell, the linebacker from Alabama as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. I think that's a player in round 2. If he drops, that could be some intrigue.
I'm surprised Matthew Golden's still on the board.
What cracks up about Green Bay? You guys had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's a fail.
What happened?
2 Super Bowls. You had 2 Hall of Famer quarterbacks.
Man.
So here we go. Green Bay is still on the clock.
Passed up on Deion Son.
Yeah. Now you're on the list.
I don't care if I wasn't there. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Chargers shrug off the trade calls and take a running back, Omarion Hampton.
Yep, get ready for it. All right, here we go. The Green Bay Packers.
Who's the newest cheesehead?
Let's see. The Packers. Let me see if I can get it. This is for you. This is for you, Jambo. All right, here we go. It's not loading. The Green Bay Packers, with the 23rd or 23 overall pick, select Matthew Golden,
Wow.
Texas, wide receiver. They don't need a receiver. They need an edge rusher. They don't. You guys have a bunch of receivers.
I don't know. They got four like.
Whatchamacallit is always hurt.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. So Matthew Golden
Now you got
is a Green Bay Packer, and Chambo seems like he's happy. Boom.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I like him. He's a good player. He's a good player.
That's all right, but
He's not doing anything against Jalen Johnson, though.
he just runs straight. Love's gonna have to get the ball out of his hand.
Right.
Jared done already said, I'm a love playing him twice a year.
Yeah, so the Packers are drafting wide receiver Matthew Golden with pick number 23.
You was working out.
They got. I feel like Green Bay has a lot of short receivers. Jaden Reed, Golden. How tall's Dobbs?
I don't know. Now that Rodgers leaves, they pick a wide receiver. Exactly. That's ironic, huh? Oh, man.
Matthew Golden.
Matthew Golden is the newest Green Bay Packer at pick number 23. 23.
Vikings next.
And now we have the Minnesota Vikings.
Skull.
So the Vikings are on the clock, and then we have the Texans, Rams, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, and your Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles.
You see any more trades happening here, bro? These last what is it?
I don't know if there's anyone worth trading up for that you can't wait until the second.
You think Shador falls to the second?
I think Shador's probably going to fall into the second.
What if the Rams take him?
Maybe, yeah. Yes, it is. In the flesh. No, it's Mark Murphy. So let's see. Let's see on the clock. Now the Vikings are our nether division rivals on the clock. Yeah, it's starting to freeze on the stream.
Who did it say they took? This is Golden, right?
Matthew Golden, yeah. Just a streaming service, I guess, on Alpha Network. All right, we got to refresh it. Oh, never mind.
Damn.
They said the first time since 2002 since they drafted a receiver in round one. Now I know why. Now I know why. Aaron Rodgers was kind of mad. You said he's fast. You ran a 4.2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jalen Johnson ain't that fast.
It doesn't matter about how fast it is. It matters how fast you get the ball out of your hand.
Right.
I mean, honestly, even though he ran a 4.29, I mean, look at the receivers that have ran fast and haven't really.
Right.
He looks upset.
Well, he can stay here. That's why he's probably upset. He's like, dang, there's nothing to do here.
I kind of like that kid. Kid from Alabama, the quarterback. That fool been shaking everybody's hand that's been getting drafted.
No
And
row?
not sitting there pouting.
Monroe?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Everybody that's getting drafted, he the first one to dap him up.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that.
So Matthew Golden's off the board. Now the Vikings. The Vikings are on the clock as we're near their home stretch of round number 1. Is it everything that you expected? It's kind of been
Kind of been
a weird round 1, huh?
yeah. A lot of people are going either later than what they were projected or earlier. I feel like teams are just going in different directions than what they thought. Green Bay Packers. Now your other division rival is up next. Minnesota.
Matthew Golden, you better stop all that hollering. Because Jaquan Brisker's coming. Pause.
Oh yeah. There's two running backs,
Oh, for round 2? Yeah.
and then that lineman from Oregon. We did, but we didn't. Like it was a tight end.
So
He's gonna get the other tight end.
So here we go. Eagles GM Howie Roseman. He's trying to get it done because he's a mastermind when it comes.
God.
He's
Here we
trying to
go.
trade up, and you know he gets what he wants. He be giving 7th round picks to trade up 5 spots, and people accept it.
Vikings.
Don't let this man trade up. Don't.
Vikings made their pick.
The Vikings made a pick.
Yeah. Who would the Eagles even trade up for? Mike Green?
I like how you want to just talk shit and then you come across that middle and get your fucking helmet knocked off.
Oh wow.
What?
I don't know if it's true, but the Minnesota Vikings just took offensive lineman Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State.
Yeah, that's what I seen. Yeah. That's a surprise pick.
Tell 'em.
Yeah, so Donovan Jackson, Ohio State, goes to Minnesota as they continue to bolster their offensive line there in their trenches.
Stud.
All right.
But who do you have blocking? Like, we found out last year you can have all the weapons you want. If you ain't got nobody to block, I don't care what you got.
The Minnesota Vikings selected Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State, which I thought he was going to be a 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
So will somebody a player in the 2nd round is a tackle from Ohio State. That was hurt.
Oh, Simmons?
Josh, oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Because quiet as his cat, if he didn't get hurt, he was the best tackle in the draft.
Really?
All right, here we go. Adam Schefter says, source, Giants are trading back into the 1st round. To get Shador, probably.
With Houston? I told you the Rams were probably looking at him.
Here we go. Trade. We got to trade.
Nah,
The
they're gonna-
Texans trading number 5 to 25 to the Giants.
They're getting Jackson Dart.
So the Giants are at 25 now.
They're getting Dart. They like Dart. They said they like Dart.
Texans trade number 25.
Hey,
It's
you
Dart.
know who's trading back in and get Dart? Not him.
That would be kind of cold. So now the Giants are back on the clock.
I think it's Dart. Probably second.
We'll see.
Do it, y'all, bro. We got 8 more picks. Should we trade back in to get Hampton? Sorry to tell you, brother, Hampton is a Los Angeles Charger.
Yeah. He's a Los Angeles. No more Hampton.
Somebody on the comments. He is picked by the Chargers. I do need coffee, Chambo. I do.
Yeah, we both need some
Yeah.
coffee. Yeah.
We're old now.
Donovan Jackson for Minnesota.
Donovan Jackson. These are the kind of picks towards the end here that kind of get surprising. You know, guys sliding into the first round that are more second round picks. I think it's Jackson Dart. I think the Giants are taking Jackson Dart.
All right, here's the full details of the trade. The Texans trade 25 for the Giants in exchange for 34.99 and a third rounder in 2026. I may, dude. That's
not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yep.
So 34.99 and a 2026 third round pick.
So 99's what, a fourth round, huh? That's outside the third?
No, that may be
Or is that the tail end of the third?
the tail end of the third, maybe start of the fourth.
99?
So I hope this is for Shador and not Jackson Dart because
Shador.
oh wow. With a 25th pick, the Giants are taking Jackson Dart,
I told you.
quarterback.
I told you.
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So Shador Sanders continues to slide. Wow. He's going to be, wow. They traded up that for him? For Jackson Dart? Wow. Are you in your group chat right now? The ones that you're...
Nah, somebody that's about Will Johnson.
That must be wrong, man. That must be wrong.
So Jackson Dart is now a member of the New York Giants. And yeah.
A lot of people are laughing. I like Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart. Well, at least we got one more trade.
Yeah, Jackson Dart is now a New York Giant after the trade. After the trade up with the Houston Texans, where the Texans get $34.99 in a 2026 third round pick. So they said that Brian Dable wanted Dart. Brian Dable wanted Dart. So obviously Jackson Dart will come in and sit behind. Right, that's what I'm saying. I would not let him pick a quarterback.
Right, right. Bye, Kinsley.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So Shador, now look at Shador. When do the Steelers? The big thing is that we need to realize here is when do the Steelers pick again in round 2? Because
They don't pick till later because they have the 20
They
first
don't
pick.
have a second round pick. You remember?
that's right. They don't have a second round pick. Oh, so he's screwed.
Wow.
People was talking about them trading up with us, and I said they don't have a second round pick.
No, he may be kind of screwed then. If
So does he go to Cleveland?
Oh, Cleveland is the first pick in the second round.
you know, like I said, I want to know a little bit more about what's going on with Mike Green. But at 39.41, that's looking quite tasty to me. I'm just saying. I'll be honest.
I'm taking him. At
Yeah.
at 39. I would take him at 39 and get my running back at 40.
So Jackson Dart is a New York Giant.
I can see Shador going right here to the Rams. Sean McVay would make magic with Shador. I think so. They need a quarterback.
Yeah, because right now, they have Matthew Stafford, and he's older.
This is probably
He's on his way out.
This is probably Stafford's last year. Yeah, that's true. I feel like they wouldn't be opposed to taking him.
Yeah.
Behind what
Yeah. Someone said that the Rams would be interesting. Yeah.
I think so. I think Sean McVay really could turn Shador into something.
You know how much money this kid's making, though? He is not tripping about being a first-round pick. He's making so much money already.
That chain is more than. I guarantee you that chain was almost 50 racks.
I think they said it was 100K.
I believe it. That's crazy.
So there's another trade. The Falcons are moving back into the first round to the Rams spot at number 26. No, they just got Michael Penix, but who are they trading up for?
Maybe Will Johnson, Mike Green.
Okay, so there's another trade. Falcons moving back into the first round to the Rams at 26, as we're going to be looking for some more details on that trade. So now the trades are flying off the board.
Yeah. Come on, Chargers, get back into the first. Get Will Johnson. Shit. Did Denzel take off too?
No.
Oh. Jackson Dart. I call it that.
So the Falcons are on the clock at 26 for in place of the Rams. Then you have Baltimore, Detroit, Washington, Buffalo, Kansas City, and Philadelphia.
Who are the Falcons looking at here? Maybe Jahad Campbell, Mike Green. Who did the Falcons take with that first pick? It was defense, but who was it? Was it edge rusher? What was that? Jackson Dart, huh? You know, now you got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston. and
Someone
Jackson Dart.
someone said no prime time for Dion tonight. I'm waiting for the details of this last trade, where the Falcons are now on the clock at 26.
Raiders about to get Sanders in the second round. Oh yeah, where? Oh, Raiders pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth
Yep,
and
the fifth,
second.
yeah. That'd be a good spot for him.
I was-
Oh, Shador and Genty. That'd actually be kind of nice.
Nah.
You hear that, Dad? Raiders getting Shador in round 2 to pair with Genty.
Okay, here's the details. Falcons trade 46, 242, and a first rounder in 2026 for the Rams picks at 26 and 101.
So they have a first in 2026.
So now the Rams have 2 firsts next year.
Wow.
Damn, the teams are still giving up first round picks to get into this year's, huh? Oh yeah.
These players are not that good to be
Right.
giving up first round picks next year.
Right.
Because next year's draft is going to be better than this.
Especially to a team like the Rams. Atlanta might get Will Johnson. But if that's true about that knee injury, that might be kind of scary. I like Jackson Dart.
Has a strong arm. Wow.
That's a good throw. I just don't know how he's going to work on the Giants.
So Falcons get 2025 and 2025 third, 2025 second round pick, 2026 first, and a 2025 seventh. Hey.
Doug says Shador to the Bears tomorrow.
Shador to the Bears. So wow, Falcons trading a future 1 to the Rams to come back into round 1. So okay. All right. Who are the Rams picking though? I mean, the Falcons.
Yeah, DeVito, you gone.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. So Atlanta trades up for Tennessee DN James Pierce. And now they got Jalen Walker early in the draft. Now they get James Pierce.
Nice.
So they double down
Nice.
at 2 edge rushers.
James Pierce, that's a good pick.
The Falcons.
Falcons, good pick, Atlanta. I don't know if he's worth a first next year, but
Tennessee DN James Pierce Jr. is the pick for the Falcons in a pricey trade.
yeah, I don't
He's
know.
good, but I don't know about
I
a
don't-
first next
Yeah.
year good. But they did just take Jalen Walker early in the draft, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I feel like I feel like Pierce had a strong chance and then he dropped him in the second, but
Where are the Falcons at?
if that's your guy. That's your guy. They're right there. You got Jalen Walker.
So they got Jalen Walker, edge from Georgia, and then they double down with James Pierce.
Great pick.
So they're trying to maximize
Yeah.
their defense there in Atlanta. I think they got two good defensive players.
Yeah. Hey, the Giants' son posted a Jackson Dart earlier. He said, "You better listen to me this time." This Baltimore trade?
So let's see real quick, because now we got to do some digging.
Yeah.
We got to do some digging here, because just to see the perspective of why teams are not going to trade here. Let's go by position. Let's look at running backs. We still got Travion Henderson. Dylan Sampson from Tennessee is good. Quinshon Junkins. Caleb Johnson. Cam Scatterboo. List goes on and on. I like Junkins.
I like both of them.
Luther Burden's still there.
Yeah, I like Luther Burden, man.
You know who's good? Kylo Williams from
Yeah, Kylo
Washington
Williams.
State is
Yep.
nice.
Troy Horton's good from Colorado State. What about tight ends? Who's left for tight end? Mason Taylor still there. Mason Taylor still there. Arroyo. Harold Fannin, that's my guy.
Yeah, Bowling Green.
Yeah.
We gotta look at edge rushers too, because
Mike Green's still there. we
we got Mike Green, Boston College guy, the Donovan kid's good. Nick
good.
Scorton.
Yep.
Oh, JT.
Yep, I
Landon
like
Jackson,
him.
6'7". Jack Sawyer would be good. Let's look at D tackles, because there's been a Tyleek Williams gonna be good.
Turner.
TJ Sanders, like him, Alfred Collins.
Who's the other guy from Tennessee? Omar Norman Lott.
Oh, Omar Norman Lott is still on the board.
Yep. Matthew Windsor, Leonard Floyd's, James Pierce's.
Hey, Denzel, you want to go let Rosie in for me? No, I'm just kidding. I got it. All right. If I miss anything.
Man. It's your turn to take over, Denzel. Let's see if anything else is happening here in the first round.
See if I look like.
Let's see. We got Denzel, a Charger and a Bronco fan. We're taking over Keek on the mic.
Very much.
We're taking over Keek on the mic.
How you doing, Bear fans? Yeah, this camera really add like 10 pounds.
Man.
So I want to know, Bears fans, NFL fans. Actually, man, you, Joe, who so far most shocking thing that's happened in the first round so far?
The most shocking thing. I think the most shocking thing is that probably Shador is still out there.
Yeah. Definitely thought he was going to go to Pittsburgh.
Right.
What you mean?
You gotta add more content.
I did add more context. I definitely thought he was going, hey, bro, we got this over here, man. Go ahead, relax. Have a piece of pizza for a second. Yeah, man. So I definitely thought he was going to go Pittsburgh. I thought him and Dion probably planned that out, and I thought it was going to work well. It seems like it didn't.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he would have been the perfect person for the Steelers to run that offense.
Absolutely. Yeah, James Pierce, that boy got speed, man.
Yeah, he's fast.
Speed.
I think his knock was just he wasn't like too strong. He's just gonna have to run by guys.
You think Henderson gonna go to the Chiefs?
I hope not.
I'm
I hope
praying.
not. I feel like the AFC West so far, everybody has got a pretty good player in our division. That's what's scary about our division.
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely shocked. We didn't go around, but like, there's a lot of running
Yeah,
backs.
there's a lot of running backs.
I love Junkins, Scatterboo. Like, if Henderson somehow, if Kansas City just decide they don't want to take him, he slide, you know. So, when you go, hey Keith, on a scale of 1 to 10, how you feel about Loveland right now?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I like Loveland, man.
I'll probably give him an 8. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I think. So, what you think? You think Cole Kmet at the end of the year? You think he's gonna be on the Bears? You know, keep him.
I think they're both going to be asset. Johnson.
I agree. I can see that. Especially because Loveland, I was like telling Dad, he's really like another slot receiver. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, they loving me in here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are. I can't read them comments. I got bad
Someone
eyes.
said, when are you back in Chicago, Keith? Answer that question.
When you going? Hey, I'll tell you when.
I'll probably go this year.
And he take.
Pay for us to go.
I think Keek should do like a little live something in Chicago. What do y'all think?
That'd be cool.
Just
What'd you
saying.
say?
I think you should do like a live podcast
Well,
in Chicago somewhere.
Go set up out in front of the stadium, bro.
That'd be good.
All right, man. Well, I'm up out of here,
You
Bears
outta here,
fans.
Denzel?
Yeah, this was fun. I'm glad I could get on screen for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna go back to the couch, keep eating.
Man.
Y'all enjoy the draft.
You got to eat 2 boxes of pizza?
What's your definition of 2 boxes of pizza?
What I just said, 2 boxes of
My
pizza.
couch looks comfortable over there. This seat's starting to hurt my back.
I cannot confirm nor
Hey,
deny.
hey,
The Rams are taking Georgia safety
Whoa,
Malachi Starks at 27.
whoa.
Cal Hamilton.
I don't know if you guys heard that.
who is?
The Ravens.
I thought you said the Rams.
I thought you
was
said
like,
the
they traded
Rams.
back in? The
So
Ravens?
the Ravens have taken
Wow.
Malachi Starks.
Their safety deal is kind of nice.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
nice. He plays free safety?
yeah.
Yeah,
Him and
damn,
Kyle together.
Starks and Hamilton together? That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
All right, Bear fans, I'm out. Hey, man, they love me. I like the lighting too.
Yeah.
Super lights.
I look good.
Yeah, the lighting is definitely something that's elevated over the
You look
years.
good.
I could pull up old streams and videos where the lighting's not good.
The only thing about this lighting, look, it shows my balding.
Someone said pizza reload time.
That's the bad part about your light, bro. Look, it shows that I'm going bald.
I know, that's why I'm wearing a hat. Yeah, so Malachi Starks at 27 to the
Can't hide it.
Ravens.
Cannot hide it.
Once again, I want to give a huge shout out once again to my lovely old teacher Chambo on his book series, right? The Hawaiian State series. Once again, the link is in the description of this live stream, and it will be in the description of this live stream for the whole 3 days, right? So that's going to be nice. Once again, this series can definitely be up your alley, especially if you're a teacher, middle school teacher, high school teacher, looking for a cool 5-book series. I think it's a really good book. I had the opportunity to read some of these books. $14.99 on Amazon, free on Kindle. Go check it out in the description of the video of this live stream today.
Yep, go check it out, guys.
27. They took Malachi Starks.
Good pick. Great pick for the Ravens.
So we're coming to the ending stretch. We got Detroit on the clock, Washington, Buffalo, KC, and Philly.
Does anyone else trade out? I could see Philly trading out.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I think it's going to be a pretty smooth sailing going to the end of round 1. We're at pick 27, which is Malachi Starks. To the Ravens, pairing them up with Kyle Hamilton. That's going to be a good safety duo over there in Baltimore. All right. So Detroit, Washington, Buffalo, KC, and Philly. I'm really nervous that you guys should be nervous about Travion Henderson going to Kansas City. I'll be honest with you.
I am nervous. About
You should be very nervous about the idea of that.
Yeah, I him and Kyle Hamilton are going to be nasty.
That's what I'm thinking.
Is Detroit's picking?
Let's see. Damn, the Giants cashed in today, though. They got
Yeah.
Abdul Carter, and then they got their quarterback.
Yep. How did the Giants trade up and not have to trade another first, but the Rams got another first from the Falcons?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Damn. Nice pursuit. Look at that. Roquan, Nate Wiggins, Marlon Humphrey, Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton. That's a good defense.
Their secondary is backloaded, right? And then you got one of the best linebackers in the game,
Yep.
right? Someone said, I like my setup this year. Keek on the TV, NFL on the phone, but small, so it can hit in the chat on the phone too. That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know I know once the Bears kind of pick, it kind of dwindles away a little bit because it's
I think we had to get about 40 people in here tonight that hung out with us.
no, it's like 60 people at one point. But like I said, once the Bears pick, they're like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be big
Yeah.
because there's a lot of Bears picks.
Yeah.
First round's kind of tough for people to stay tuned in. But if you stay tuned in, I appreciate you. And I know it's probably late for you guys, for some of you guys. It's 8 o'clock here, so it's even kind of late for us.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let me go get me my Colston Loveland jersey. I'm about to.
for the giveaway or for what?
For me, motherfucker. I don't even know his number yet.
Probably 18.
Oh yeah, because Caleb's about to go to 13,
Oh, never mind. He got me 18.
and then he gotta be 18.
Shit, motherfucker, you need Caleb to stay 18.
Why?
For your car.
Oh yeah. No, I thought you said that didn't matter. I'll be pissed if that's true. Someone said I love the draft. Yeah, I do too. It's fun. I think, like I said, tomorrow's gonna be a good day because we have 3 picks, so it'll be fun. And then it's funny because Ryan Pohl's gonna do his little press conference tonight. He's like, "Yeah, we thought about trading back in. We always have those conversations, but
I'm curious to. I gotta look at the press conference. I'm curious to what we turned down for 22. So we could have got an extra. I know we had to maybe get an extra first next year.
I knew there was a reason why I didn't like the Raiders, though.
We all hate the Raiders. All right, is Detroit picking? Shit.
All right. The Detroit Lions are selecting Ohio State D tackle Tyleek Williams at number 28. I thought he was a second round talent, but hey, Detroit is one of those teams that could probably afford taking a guy like this, right?
A little early.
Yeah, and our defense struggled last year, especially with all the injuries. So really good run defender here in Tyleek Williams. I think it's a good spot because either way, he would go at the beginning of the second. So
Yeah.
So with the Lions taking Tyleek Williams, we have Washington, Buffalo, KC, and Philly. Yeah, Washington. That's what I was gonna say. Washington would be a good spot for Travion with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, they wanted a running back, they said. I mean, they already got Brian Robinson and Eckler.
Someone said second year watching Keek and Joe. I appreciate you. Someone said who did the Lions get? They got Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle out of Ohio State.
Oh man.
The Detroit Lions The Detroit Lions. How's it without Ben Johnson over there? We're about to find out.
Tyleek. I'll be right back, bro.
Yeah, the Lions are happy. They got Tyleek Williams. Tyleek Williams, the D tackle out of Ohio State.
This is inside, bro?
Yeah.
It's right here?
No. She's in the room.
Y'all got what? 30, 39, 41?
Yep.
That's like having 3 first-round picks. Close to it.
So as we're coming to near the end of the draft, now Washington is on the board. We have Washington, Buffalo, KC, and Philadelphia. And then that is going to be the end of the round 1 stream here. And then, like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow for rounds 2 and 3 for the Chicago Bears, 2 second-round picks and their 1 third-round pick. So there's a little video out right now of Ryan Poles making the call, and Ryan Poles said, "You're exactly what we're looking for." Close the garage. Uh, 12 o'clock. It'll go like 12 to 2 to 2:30. It'll be a quick meet. Yep. It may be, yeah. I think that's why Will Johnson's fallen here.
Make sure that I'm dropping millions.
Hungry? You guys really finished 2 boxes of pizza, Denzel? That's good. Yeah. That D tackle to Detroit is very good. Just where he went too, and what they already have. You have to understand that defense had a lot of injuries last year, so they're gonna get some players back. And then now they added him, so that's good. That's a good pick for Detroit. Someone said 2 boxes down. Nice. So once again, we're looking. So the pick is in for the Commanders already. And then we got the Bills on the clock and then Kansas City. You guys better hope the Commanders take Henderson here.
That's why people stopped coming to the draft. I think who was that a couple of years ago, man? That shit happened to them and they came. Yeah, they was there. They was there. Same suit, right? Right. They got all these celebrities there. Probably come back tomorrow. See, they just gonna come back just to support Dion. Yeah.
Maybe the Bills take a running back. James Cook. He wants some money.
All right. Who are the Commanders going to take here? Joe's carb loading.
I just had a Joey. Gotta get some water. Take a piss. We've been sitting here.
That's how streams be. Someone said, any chance for a shout out for Mrs. Chambo? She's listening, a huge Bills fan. Yeah, of course, Mrs. Chambo. I think I met her probably once, maybe a couple of times during my couple of years at center. But yes, huge shout out to you and your Buffalo Bills. And I think the Bills are now on the clock as well.
What's the Bills saying? Bills Mafia?
I think it's Bills Mafia. Yeah.
Bills Mafia. Let's go.
Hey, I'm not saying that. No, it's kidding. Bills Mafia. Huge shout out to you. So we'll see. We'll see. Is it freezing again?
Our one last freeze. We got to get to these last 4
It
picks.
froze on Shador. That's messed up.
Maybe this is him.
Who?
Shador.
In Washington? In Washington?
Trade bait.
Trade bait. Yeah, it's crazy.
Debo.
Oh, they took the tackle. Damn, that's a great pick for them. Josh Conley Jr., the tackle out of Oregon, goes to Washington for protection for Jaden Daniels. That's a beautiful pick.
I don't know. Let's see this guy.
But guess what? Josh Simmons is still on the board.
Yep. What time does the draft start tomorrow, bro? 4?
I think it's 4. Yep. So Josh Conley Jr., tackle out of Washington. I don't know. I don't know.
Any more trades happen here with the last 3 picks?
No. I don't think so.
No. I still can't believe Pittsburgh passed on a Shador with no second-round pick.
So here we go. Buffalo's on the clock. We have Buffalo, KC, and Philadelphia. KC's gonna take Travion Henderson. I have a feeling.
KC? Yeah. They could. Him and Pacheco would be a nice duo. Mason Green, or Mike Green, Mason Taylor. Damn, I can't believe Will Johnson's fallen to the second round. I like a lot of these players. I like the dude from Boston College. I like Mason Taylor, Mike Green,
Hey,
Johnson.
hey, call me crazy. If they're still there at 39-41, I'm taking Mike Green and Simmons. Back to back. Josh Simmons, the tackle from Ohio State. I'm taking Mike Green and Simmons in round 2. I don't care.
Hampton.
Yeah, he's nice.
I gotta watch some more of him tonight.
Yeah.
Man, this dude is a beast.
So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm not floored or shocked, but I am surprised at his level of over.
So I wonder, because I like Warren because what he does after the catch.
Yeah,
The Bills.
So here comes Buffalo. Pick number 30 for Bills Mafia here. Just take best player
You
available.
know what I don't like about the NFL one though, compared to the ESPN? ESPN shows the needs of the team. NFL's not showing that.
Yeah, because I don't know the needs of all these teams.
You gotta do some test runs tomorrow before we start.
What?
Do some test runs tomorrow before we start
For what?
for the stream. You gotta do some test runs.
Shit. Who are they taking?
Bills?
Yeah,
man, if they get Luther Burden, fuck. Missouri.
So the pick is in.
I think they're gonna get a running back. James Cook, he wants $20 million a year. He wants $20 million. He's trying to be like his brother. He's gonna get ran out of the league. No, 20. Yeah, one good year, Cook. You want 20 mil?
So who's Buffalo? Is it freezing again? Bro, you got 2 more picks, bro. Like, relax.
We can do this.
Relax. So pick number 30 for Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Buffaloes.
Buffalo. Let's see. Is the pick in? Mike Green, maybe? Dave already announced that Russ is the starter. Dayball, he already announced that Russ is the starter.
So who's Buffalo going to take here at number 30?
So he said we need a shot of Hennessy.
Yeah, that'll probably wake us up. A shot at Henny Hen Hen.
Yeah. We need a shot of Henny.
The real question is, who's Kansas City taking? So the Bills selection.
Pull it up. Pull the Henny up. This dude's from your show you watch.
Huh?
This is the dude that's from the show you watch.
That's messed up. All right, here we go, Roger Goodell.
They picked him. That's their new running back.
So the trades, the Eagles are trading number 32 and number 164 to the Chiefs for number 31. They trade at one spot.
Imagine that phone call. That's probably awkward. Hey.
You trade at one spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the Super Bowl. Yeah. So now it's going to be.
Who they take? Come on, guys. We got 2 picks left. Fucking announce it.
Probably hurt himself diving on one of those tables. you know when the Buffalo fans. Yeah.
Who'd they get?
A cornerback, Maxwell Hairston, out of Kentucky.
How many quarterbacks they need? Shit. Yeah, Johnson's. Yeah, you ran a 4.28.
So once again, the Eagles are now on the clock after the Bills took a cornerback, and Maxwell Hairston out of Kentucky here. Yeah, so the Eagles are on the clock. They traded up one spot and gave up 164, number 164.
Who do the Eagles want? To trade up 1 pick. The Eagles really said, we got to make a trade. We can't go with the first round without making the trade. Right, like I doubt the Chiefs were really going to take who they want. The Bills draft Christopher Reeves. KC moving up for Sanders. Who's Christopher?
Yeah, I don't know. Nope, Keenan Allen's still a free agent.
He'll be back with us after the draft. Watch the Eagles get Will Johnson and that motherfucker turn out hella raw.
That's what's about to happen with him and Cooper
And Quinion?
and Quinion Mitchell. Yeah, because then they get rid of Slay,
Yep.
like right after the draft, right after the Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Yep. So they do need another corner. Yep, they're about to get this dude. Everyone messed up again. You better hope his knees messed up.
That wasn't even good coverage.
Hmm.
Nice. Bruh, that's a touchdown in the NFL.
Yeah, that is. Oh, that's a great pick. Wow. You gotta be the Eagles are taking Alabama linebacker Jahad Campbell. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Ah. They said, of course he falls to Philly's laps.
Right. Philly always gets who they want.
Wow, that's a great pick. Oh yeah, I'm excited.
The second round's loaded. Man, if the Raiders really get Shador in the second, that'd be crazy.
I appreciate you, Chambo, for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, we'll be here tomorrow.
We'll be here tomorrow for rounds 2 and 3. Dang, man. They really got Jahad Campbell at 31.
You say that now until them niggas in your pockets.
Yeah.
I love my family, yeah.
Yeah, can I get $1? Can I get a couple dollars? Yeah.
Light bill.
Yeah, let me hold some.
So they moved up one spot, get Jahad Campbell, and now the Kansas City Chiefs. What are they gonna do?
Take Shador.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, they don't pick till the third. We finally did it, bro. We're one pick away.
We made it through the first round.
We're one pick away.
We made it through the first round. Once again, after the conclusion of this pick, we'll hop off and reconvene tomorrow. The second round starts at 4. Like I said, it's gonna be a busy day for us Bears fans. So looking forward to it.
Picks 39 and 41. Who's your top for those ones? Who do you want at 39 and 41?
Right now, I want Mike Green and Simmons.
Simmons?
Someone says y'all need to stream more often, like the dynamic. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. We got some big things coming, so that's the plan.
Yep. Hopefully we get it. You know?
Some other things going.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard not to take Mike Green.
That's what I'm saying. 39-41. I'm taking those motherfuckers back to back.
I bet you Cleveland takes
Shador? Mike Green? Damn, that'd be nasty. Mason Graham, Mike Green, and Myles Garrett?
Yeah, that would be smart.
Or the other dude from Boston College.
No, but they're dumb now. They could add Abdul, Mike Green, and I don't give a fuck. I would add 3 of them.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
But it would have been smart to get both of them because Homeboy only gonna be here for another 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so Jahad Campbell is a Philadelphia Eagle. We're about to find out. Wow.
Shiloh looking like, yeah, lucky you. I ain't even dropped it at all. I'll be unrestricted.
I'm not gonna go try out for my spot.
Yeah, he like.
Might be on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rick League semifinal. He's got a man back in the game.
And if I'm going to Sac State's game, I see that fool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to talk to that.
Who, Shaq?
Yeah.
Why?
But the son is going to Sac State to play basketball. Mike Bibby.
Oh, really? Sharif?
Yeah. He committed to Sac State.
Oh, shit. Are we going to get Stojakovic's son, too?
They said it's a possibility. He's in that transfer portal.
So
That'd be crazy.
we're just waiting for.
Did he already transfer twice?
Rodman?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he went to original Stanford.
And then he went to Cal?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hella people left Cal though too from the football program. Cal's got a good running back. Or he was on Cal. He's in a transfer port now. Luther Burden. Man, if the Chiefs get Burden or Henderson, I'll be pissed.
I'll even take a mixture of Mike Green and Travion Henderson, right?
Yeah.
Because you need to get a running back. You have to get a running back with one of those second round picks.
Bears?
Yeah. So 39 has to be a running back. Well, I guess not.
You pick right at 41. It doesn't have to be a running back at 39.
You go running back at 39, and then Mike Green's there, man, because you get the next pick after 40.
Does it show who picks? The Saints pick before you guys?
Yep.
I don't know where they go.
Half of them motherfuckers is Georgia.
Yeah, yeah.
Motherfuckers took Georgia's fucking national championship team.
Yeah, but they're going back to back. The Chiefs.
I wonder if we'll see any trades happen before the time.
Usually trades happen like before day 2 too. Like they'll happen like tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's gonna be so good with the Eagles.
Yeah.
I don't even understand.
I was about to say.
I like that.
Right situation. Man, it's crazy how that shit works sometimes.
Oh no, that's why he's happy. He's like, they just won the Super Bowl. They have a fucking great defense.
Led team with 5 sacks, 11.5 tackles. Man, he's pumped to be in Philly. Damn, they got to walk far. Shit. I want to make it.
Someone said Shador's gonna be undrafted free agent. That's how funny. He'll get drafted. Man, this is crazy. Show some highlights of this guy. This guy's raw.
Yeah, he's nice. Trying to see what the. Trying to see.
Oh, I forgot they got Vic Fangio over there. Oh my God.
Jeez, dude.
And now the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Oh man, you mother effers.
They got Henderson.
No, they took Josh Simmons.
Oh yeah, they need a alignment.
They took Josh Simmons. That's a great pick.
They need a alignment.
Damn.
So there's Cleveland, Houston, Tennessee, Cleveland again, Raiders, New England, Bears, Saints, Bears.
The Chiefs are selecting Ohio State left tackle Josh Simmons at 32 to close out round 1.
Hey, man, I give you a 6.
All right, Bears fans. Hey, love every single one of you guys. Bears took Colston Loveland. Chargers got Amarion Hampton. This was an interesting first round. I don't even know what to say about it. There was a blockbuster trade to start the round, and then kind of had some shockers in different parts. Obviously, I feel like Jahad Campbell falling to the Eagles. is just crazy. He was like the 12th best prospect in this draft class, right? In my personal opinion. How do you feel? How do you feel about round one before we end today's stream?
Great round one. I mean, I feel like, just teams attacked what they really wanted, how the board fell to them. Definitely some surprises. Shador falling out to the second round is kind of crazy to me, but I mean, overall, it feels like a pretty good first round.
Yeah, but like always, Bears fans, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button, the bell notification. Make sure you hit like today's live stream as well. Once again, I will be back tomorrow at around 4 o'clock for rounds 2 and 3, where the Bears have 39, 41, and 72. So it's going to be a crazy fun day to be a Chicago Bears fan. But once again, brother, appreciate you hopping on with me today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on.
But other than that, Bears fans, as always, hey, bear down to you guys.